Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. Got ourselves some Chinese Dota. Hello everybody here listening, joining. Not sure if anyone's actually watching yet, so introductions may just be unnecessary. Wait, why is it not streaming? Oh, it's got a delay on it. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome. This is some Chinese Dota action. As said before, got ourselves Keen Gaming Luminous versus Team Ever, and it is a best of 3. Winner of this proceeds to the grand finals here in the VARENA League Challenge in China. On the side of the Radiant, Team Ever is playing their dire side is Keen Gaming Luminous. They've got Crystal Maiden, Necro, Elder Titan versus SD, LC, Wind Ranger, as well as Visage. Wraith King, Beastmaster, Dank Willow, PL, Clinks have been banned out by Team Ever. Whereas on the side of Keen Gaming Luminous, Broodmother, Bloodseeker, Skyrath Mage, Warlock, as well as the Storm Spirit have been removed. So now we have ourselves, this is actually really interesting. So Radiant side, Team Ever have Shadow Demon, a hero that we see a lot in China but nowhere else really. And they also have Necrophos, which I've been seeing a lot on C for the side of Keen Gaming. What's next? Bristleback. Ugh, I hate this hero. Also, I've been seeing a lot of Bristleback versus Legion Commander and Axe, which I find kind of weird. Because to me, the logic of this hero is that you want to be able to just run into the fight and distract everyone and ensure that you never actually take upfront facial damage.
10 seconds
remaining. Alright, let me actually increase the volume of this.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright. And in this game, they've got the Shadow Demon. You can get the Purge off on the Bristleback, which removes all the stack charges from both Quill Spray, or from the turn rates from the Bristleback passive. At least for the time being. Wait, does it do that anymore actually? No, it doesn't apply a break. And it's not a buff, it's a passive, so yeah, it's not gonna be that. Oh, and I should actually I should post put here. There we go. Slot taken out by Team Ever. The one thing about this game that with the Bristleback though, presumably Necrophos is gonna buy Radiance, and Bristleback will run interference at the very forefront of the fight, make it quite hard for them to actually want to go onto the Necrophos, and Necrophos can provide constant heals. Elder Titan as well with the Natural Order aura will increase the amount of damage done by both Necro and Bristleback. So even though they don't have a traditional initiator right now on the side of Keen Gaming, it's quite difficult for Team Ever to want to engage into them. And somebody's probably going to buy the Crimson Guard to help deal with Wind Ranger, Visage, and Legion Commander. Somebody else may buy Pipe. Not sure you need a Pipe this game. Depends on the last pick for Team Ever.
5 seconds remaining.
For Keen Gaming, they need a mid hero now, unless they want to run this Necrophos mid. I kind of prefer this hero to be in the safe lane if you're going to run it as a core at all. Let's see, what's going to be the last pick here for Keen Gaming? They could go OD because they have heals and damage. They could go like Lina. Lina in the game. I kind of like Lina. Not so terrible in the mid lane versus Visage. Has some D-push for later on when you're getting pushed down. Can buy Yule Scepter to help escape away from Shadow Demon. Not so uncomfortable buying Lincoln Sphere either. Can also just go for a Yule's Blink combination. Yeah, I kind of like to see Lina. And I feel like they need some right click, something they can push down towers. They don't have that right now. Oh, Centaur. Alright, so they're gonna run this Necrophos mid. And then they're gonna put the Bristleback in the safe lane. They're gonna go all in on this laning phase and then just try to run as an ultra beefy 5-man combo. This is gonna be kind of disgusting actually.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And this also solves the problem I was mentioning earlier about them lacking any form of initiation and any way to get into the fights themselves. At the same time, though, I don't know about this. How do they take towers without, like, absolutely dominating team fights? And Team Ever have Legion Commando with overwhelming odds. They've got Power Shot, Visage Familiars as well to help clear out creep waves. And this is the only hero, I guess as well, because it gives them Stampede. It's a fast way for BB and Necrophos to get into the fights themselves. This changes the approach that what Team Ever should go for, though. This is actually such a stupid draft. It's so beefcakey.
Monkey King.
You may now
Okay,
select your hero.
that's actually pretty great. You get a Monkey King, a hero that no matter where you match this hero up, it's gonna do well. Obviously not mid, not especially, but off lane or safe lane, Bristleback or Centaur does quite well against both heroes. Yeah, I like this Monkey King. Yeah, I like this. I like this. This is pretty cool. It also gives them some much greater team fight. Makes it much more difficult for Keen Gaming to want to go into them as well. Now this is pretty great. I'm down with this. I'm cool. The question is though, is it gonna be enough? I actually kind of like the draft. I feel like they have... I always like more drafts that are more active. It feels like at the moment the Keen Gaming draft is... Slow is the wrong word to use to describe it. It's just sort of... there. They just like stick around. They don't really do too much. Yeah, it's loading. Chinese Dota servers. Feels bad, man. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what we got right now. On the side of Team Ever, the Shadow Demon. Looks like Notrum is playing that. Who's playing Pulse 4? It's probably the Wind Ranger, right? Yep. Yuna is playing position 4 for the side of Team Ever. In the off lane, what I imagine to be this LC, we have CSJ. Oh, what's happening with my camera? Okay, that's better. Lol. Look at Bobo at bottom. Just cheesing around, running on his Monkey King. Doing random stuff. Just trolling us all. And then YChen in the mid lane on the Visage is going to round out the draft for Team Ever. On the side of Keen Gaming, Luminous, Protoss is going to be playing the position 5, also known as Ace. On the Crystal Maiden, Xiaofu, the off lane for Keen Gaming, is going to be playing the Centaur. Here in the mid lane, MS is actually playing this. So we have the position 1 player going with the Bristleback mid. Alright, cool. That's interesting. Xuan is going to be playing the position 4 Elder Titan. And last but not least, Mao Mao is going to be running on the Necrophos. Looks like Xuan is going to be able to steal the Bounty Rune, but Mao Mao is going to have their Bounty Rune stolen by Yuna. Going to eat some right clicks and be forced to use the Q. Not going to be too much of a disaster right now. Laning phase, it does seem like... I actually kind of like the Team Ever lanes. Harassing back. Ace making sure that they can't actually get close. Is the third one going to catch him now? Yeah, I kind of like this because Monkey King does really well against Centaur. It's a pretty good, decent matchup there. In the mid lane, Visage is absolutely not threatened by Bristleback. So should be able to have a pretty free lane. And then towards the top side, LC going up against Necro as well as ET. Not threatened whatsoever. And Yuna does a lot of harass here. We already see it happening. Mama is going to be forced to go for some early mana items. He's already is building up into that null tally. See our team Ever, if they can keep this going properly and just prevent them. Oh, never mind, bottom. We actually see a kill. Notrum. The Shadow Poison. Getting a kill underneath the tier 1. You don't need to get a kill if you're not there. You're just like, whatever. It's not dangerous. Let's see if Keen Gaming can outplay them though, because I think Keen Gaming is the better team. And if they can come out of these lanes in a relatively decent fashion, they can build tankily enough that they just never die. Just run at the enemy forever. Shafu is going to hate this lane. Between Shadow Poison damage as well as the Jingle Mastery stacks, can't really get up close to the creeps. No up close to Monkey King. Pretty difficult time. I mean, look at this. As soon as you come close, you take a hit. You're like, oh wait, I can't really be here. And soon there will be Soul Catcher as well, which means that Jingle Mastery does a lot of damage. Not even Boundless Strike already is really a pressure that Centaur can't really deal with at the moment. Mid lane, MS is gonna farm, Visage is gonna farm. You know, I was saying that MS can't really threaten Weichen with the Bristleback, but by the same token, Visage doesn't really do anything to Bristleback. I mean, even if you use the Grave Shell on him as he does now to get right clicks, Bristleback's like, whatever. I turn around, you don't attack fast enough to kill me. Solo Assumption is not nearly enough magical burst, even if you do have it, to really kill me. And you're being forced to level up the Gravekeeper's Cloak just to stay alive from the constant Quill Spray harass. So MS is fine. He's chilled, happy, enjoying life. Who is not enjoying life is Shaw. Actually, Shafu's doing fine. Got 10 CS to his name. Everybody's doing fine. Everything's fine, guys. I don't know what build we're going to see. I kind of hope that Mama does go for that Radiance build. I would not like to see him go for that Axe Rush that we've been seeing so often lately.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Look where MS is. Diving behind the tier 1 towers to put a point into the Viscous Nasal Goo. Most times when I see Bristleback, they don't level the skill, and I think Nasal Goo is like one of the best parts of Bristleback. He pops the Mango right now, trying to go for a kill. 4 Nasal Goo stacks onto the Visage, as well as the Close Pack building up. 3 of them. MS being slowed up right now by the Grave Chill, and Notrum TP's in, and with the disruption onto MS will prevent the kill happening onto Visage, but he's also taken away all the time that MS has to chase down to Weichen by blocking him within his own illusions. So Weichen will be fine. MS now out of mana. Will be forced to use the shrine as soon as it's available. Not in danger of dying, but not exactly what he wanted to have happen there. But he's actually dominating this lane now. The time that he was chasing down onto Weichen was time as well where the Quill Spray stacks were killing the creeps around him. And because this Crystal Maiden has got now a point into this Arcane Aura, makes life a lot easier for MS. As we can see, he is the CS leader. Here towards top, CSJ is also falling behind Mama on farm. Alright, bottom, we do have, they might be trying to go for a kill onto Bobo. Got himself hoof stomped. And their double edge has cooled down. They might try to go for it right now. They do use it. Boundless Strike does come out. Wow! Wow, 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 wow. Jesus. How many Shadow Poison stacks were those? 7 Shadow Poison stacks. Good God. 1,000 damage. And 4 minutes into the game. Wow, okay. Alright, Notrum, bro. You do you, fam.
Bounty.
Every coin helps.
Or rather, let's say you use Shadow Poison 7 times. Can't get 7 stacks. Because you can only get 5.
Dire's middle
Well,
tower is under
that just happened. The shrine's gonna be used here at bottom. Bristleback's already used his one. As predicted. Had no choice in that matter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Weichen needs to start doing something because... Actually, I think he's still fine. As long as he's not dying to this Bristleback at the moment. This is the only lane where it's not really going... Actually, no. All 3 lanes are going poorly. Mama's winning the top lane. Quite handedly versus CSJ. Just with a constant Q spam. This Crystal Maiden, guys. Good hero. Even though she's died twice this game. Arcane Aura putting in the work. Allowing 2 heroes to be enabled. Both in the mid and safe lane. And even Xiaofu doing really well versus Monkey King. I guess as well, Nova is a pretty strong spell. And we don't see an appetite just yet for anyone to really rotate around the map. Notrum is going to try go for more Shadow Poison. He has got 4 of them down already. Ace will do the smart thing. Good God. Wow. Oh my God. Gotta love Shadow Demon, guys.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane, they just decide to take out a stack. MS goes back to mid. Has noticed that White Shed now does have level 6. It's chilled. It's all good now. So White Shed is not going to have anywhere near as many issues dealing with MS. Even though he's still a full level behind with overall experience. Yuna's rotated here mid lane. They're going to try to go for a kill onto him. The Shackle Shot will connect onto MS, but there's no way they have the damage for this. Absolutely no way. They've even got another shrine if they want to use it, which presumably MS is going to do. Yep. With the Ring of Health as well, building into a Vanguard for his team. Looks like he's going to be the one to go for that Crimson Guard that we mentioned earlier. Shafu's going to take a young piece of damage. Alright, okay. Definitely someone's building Pipe of Insight. Shadow Demon is really strong. So, Pipe of Insight for Centaur. We're going to have Necro going for the Radiance, I think. I hope, rather. And then we're going to see ourselves having... Oh, stop, bottom. They're going to catch onto Shadow Demon. Hoof Stomp will catch him. They don't even need the double edge. Bobo will tree dance just to watch his comrade die from the high ground. I mean, if you're going to watch a homie die, at least have a good view. And Bristleback will build a Crimson God, I think. CSJ still not yet level 6. Mama does have 6. They know that Mama's alone right now because they see some of these heroes at bottom. They saw Shadow Demon there. Oh, Elder Titan there getting an earlier kill. Shadow Demon trying to go for another kill onto Crystal Maiden. Woo! Bobo's gonna go in. Primal Spring, cancel out the healing self. We'll be able to dodge the Crystal Nova as well with that same Primal Spring. But doesn't want to take a further risk to get this kill. Has Boundless Strike, the Stampede now committed. They're going to try run in onto Notram. Hoof Stomp will catch in onto the Shadow Demon. Looking for the double edge. The Boundless Strike does kill the Crystal Maiden. But the double edge brings down the Crystal Maiden as well. MS has TP down. Does see Bobo. But I'm not sure if he actually saw him.
Top tower is under attack.
Not worth it in the grand scheme of things. They committed a Stampede as well as the rotation from the Bristleback. Just to be able to get a kill onto the Crystal Maiden. Onto the Shadow Demon rather. To counter the Crystal Maiden kill. Whereas on the side of Team Ever, it was just the heroes they had in lane already. They almost lose CSJ in the top lane after the ultimate from Mamao. But it's not enough to get a conclusive result there. A lot of them have got 2 Ring of Maquilas on Bristleback and the Necrophos. This item is actually low-key underrated. So good. Especially for heroes that benefit a lot from casting their spells very early on in the game. Does quite a bit of work for them. Mama though is starting to fall a little bit behind on overall farm, but he'll catch up eventually. Shafu is doing magnificently, but because of that early kill as well and the amount of farm he's gotten, Bobo's also doing quite well. Very even game so far. Not even 1,000 gold in either direction. The bounty runes will spawn, and let's see what the trade looks like. So it's gonna be 2-2 it seems.
One of me ain't enough.
So nothing really untoward. Shadow Demon now does buy himself the tome. Wants that third poison into the Shadow Poison, baby.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They don't have an Observer Ward out here, but they still managed to recognize that a rotation is likely incoming from the Elder Titan. Not visible anywhere on the map right now. And it looks like they're finally going to try and make an attempt on a tower on the side of Team Ever. They have Visage towards the top lane with CSJ. Perhaps they're hoping to get a dual kill. CSJ is going to try for bottom now. Disruption onto the Centaur. They're going to go for this. Will they be able to catch him? Boundless Strike after the Primal Spring might have come out to give him enough time to get off the duel. Stampede is good for the money. They're still slowing him down. The Hoof Stomp does not connect. Oh, they get the duel off at the end. And the Shadow Demon Poison with the slow as well, ensuring that they get that kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They not slowed him actually. Do they have overvalue somewhere? No matter what the case, they get a kill. CSJ happy about that situation because it is also a dual kill. Man, they actually came so close from escaping that, but they might be at least be able to get a tier 1 tower out of this. MS is here top with this Vanguard. Absolutely no threat from these creeps or the tier 1 tower, and they've got a Siege Dragon nearby as well, so they should be able to claim this tier 1. All in all, a okay trade at the end of the day. for the side
Radiant's
of
top
King
tower
Gaming.
has fallen.
They're gonna lose the tier 1 mid though. Shackle shot now, connect directly onto the
Dire's
Necrophos.
middle
Mama.
tower has fallen.
They just back away from him, securing the tier 1 tower kill. The Visage Familiar drops onto the BB. And they're just gonna get the gold at least from the Familiar and then claim a tier 1 of their own. So King Gaming get 2 tier 1 towers in exchange for a dual kill. Oh, nice deny from Ychen.
Has been denied.
Oh, beautifully done by the Visage. So wait, what are they going to be building on the side of Team Ever? We're talking a lot about the item builds on Keen Gaming. They've already got the Helm of Dom available on the Visage. Solar Crest should be coming soon, I imagine, with that Blightstone already in the inventory. Bobo is going to be looking for that Battle Fury, which you just absolutely have to do if you're playing Monkey King. In the Flame, Blink Dagger, or Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is probably the kind of game for a Blink Dagger. He also ports out of bottom.
Structures are fortified.
Maybe sensing something might be dangerous.
Radiant's
Yuda
bottom
running
tower
around with the
is
Invis
under
rune.
attack.
They spot out both MS as well as Ace Protoss on the Crystal Maiden. They're gonna get this kill on the CM at the very least. They should wait for Duel. No, CSJ, come on. Come on, guys. Oh, and they're maybe gonna at least try to go for the dual kill onto the BB. Nope, the Stampede will be there to prevent the escape. Sean gonna get to be the one that gets dueled up. Has committed the splitter as well. They're gonna create some space. The Necrophos ultimate will go out to Ychen. Ychen is dead. And now here comes the Monkey King with the ultimate. They're getting a couple of kills. Mama out here with the constant heals, keeping everybody alive. Bobo falling low, almost getting killed to Shafu. He will die eventually, but Juna will not be able to escape with his life out of this. And now gonna get with the snot onto him from the bristleback, being chased down. MS grabs a double kill from this. The lone survivor will be the Shadow Demon. Notrum runs away from this fight. It looked so promising at the beginning, but they chased just way too far, and the Elder Titan got the ultimate off, helping do a ton of damage in that fight. Bristleback taking full advantage of that situation. And Team Ever, their eyes are bigger than their stomachs. Take a fight that they cannot actually win and pay a heavy cost. It's not too bad though, because them making that move did mean that on the bottom side of the map, they didn't complete taking the tier 1 tower. They all put on top to finish that fight. So on the side of Keen Gaming, they didn't get any positional advantage out of that, even though they got quite a bit of gold. And their tier 1 tower top is still in jeopardy of dying. They're probably going to lose it first. So all in all, it's not too terrible for Team Ever. Just not ideal, let's just say. But now they're going to go finish the job they started. Shafu is positioned at bottom with Mama as well as Xuan.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So tier 1 towers will be traded off at the end of the day. Stampede now committed. They have found out Bobo. They really want to find this kill. The Elder Titan Stomp will catch out onto the Monkey King. Monkey King falling very low will die thanks to the Ghost. Oh, not the Ghost Shard. The Hot Stopper Aura as well as the Q, Reaper Scythe. Oh, the Pulse, Death Pulse. Always confuses hero spells. Even though I play it all the time. Makes me seem really dumb. Shafu has Blink at the same time that CSJ has Blink. So CSJ was able to actually still be relevant somewhat in this game, although it does not have the second item, which is the Hood of Defiance that Shafu has. Centaur is really farmed, so is the Bristleback and the Necrophos. BB is gonna be the one that's actually going for the Radiance, and the Necro is gonna go Shadow Blade. Alright, what's coming on the courier now? Is this gonna be just Shadow Blade Axe instead of Blink Axe? Is that the change up? They spot Notrum. Notrum is so dead. Notrum gonna die, but the dual kill will maybe come out onto the Necrophos. The Shackle Shot will catch him from Yuna. The Elder Titan will come in with the ultimate. CSJ overwhelming odds does get the kill. The Bobo ultimate with the Wukong's command zoning back the rest of King Gaming Luminous. They do not want to engage further into this. MS is running forward, tanky as he is, doesn't want to fight further, but Ychen now going to get stomped up or trying to go for the Crystal Maiden, but getting surrounded upon right now. The stop will keep him in position a little bit longer, but here comes the Presty attack, keeping him from getting brought down. Legion Command helping his team out. The Shackle Shot doesn't connect onto any trees. The overwhelming Oslo brings Crystal Maiden down very low. Boundless Strike finishes the job. MS now running himself away, but there's the whole stop catching onto 3, preventing the kill, even though the Urn of Shadows was onto MS. And Xiaofu with the Stampede will get his team out of dodge. MS TP's away from this fight. Primal Spray running forward. Bobo wants to find somebody. Boundless Strike though, still on cooldown for a further 8 seconds. So no follow-up potential available for the side of Team Ever. But they managed to take that fight. They lose the Shadow Demon, but they get 2 big kills out of that. The Necrophos as well as the Crystal Maiden. Not a dual kill though for CSJ. But as well, good as could be expected for that moment. Smoke now popped by the side of Team Ever. No ward nearby, so they can perhaps make a good movement into where Keen Gaming are. But Keen Gaming are the ones smoked up as well. This is going to be a full clash. They're going to find each other. Xiaofu blinks back, does not want to engage. Just popped the smoke, done his job. And they're going to be okay with this. Super aggressive vision that Keen Gaming have down right now. With these two wards deep inside the jungle of Team Ever. This Spirit Vessel is going to do so much work when it eventually arrives. We've been seeing this Bristleback with the urn on top of him, unable to really get involved in the fight and being zoned back, but not really dying. If they have a Spirit Vessel, that changes in a heartbeat. He's almost got the Radiance as well on the side of MS. What's Mama going for actually after the Shadow Blade? Oh, it's going to be Ags most likely. Yuna getting chased down. Xiaofu looking for the hoof stomp. They're going to catch him out. Not enough to get the kill though. Death Pulse will be, but it's not going to be the extended duration on the respawn for the Wind Ranger. In good news though for Team Ever is that Monkey King does now have Battle Fury. So gonna start power farming across the map. And presumably will try to end up in a situation where he is able to just hard carry and take over the game. Oh, somebody just died. Mama got brought down bottom. Might chase for more actually. They've got the Vicious Familiars that can perhaps drop down onto Shuan or onto Ace. Both are going to catch him with the power shot as well, but it's not going to be enough to actually get a kill. Press the attack as well will make sure that Visage gets out of trouble. Man, this press the attack is so great this game. Being able to get people out of trouble from the double edge hoof stomp combination as well as taking away frostbite, super good. I want to know who's going to try to take Roche first. White Chain has now picked up his Solar Crest already. Might die at bottom, actually. Who's nearby? Shuan is here. Yeah, he's dead. Xiaofu is going to look for the hoof stomp. They're going to wait for the Necrophos to come closer, though. But they're going to lose the opportunity. Oh, you went too soon. Oh, it feels bad, man. Feels bad. They might try to look for this anyway, though. Mau is going to be right next to CSJ. CSJ will recognize the Hostopper's auras on top of him, though. And they're going to find him here in the trees. The ult, will it be there? They're not even going to commit it. Oh, it's on cooldown.
Your flesh spoils.
They're going to try and finish off this tier 2 tower now. It's been a long time in the making. But at this time, Mama is not going to try to dive behind the tier 2 to try and find the kill onto somebody. And they're going to be able to finish the tier 2 tower. Necro is indeed going to be building into that Aghanim Scepter. It also picked up some small item on the way. Oh, the Staff of Wizardry. I'm going to go for Dagon. Okay. So they want more burst damage, yo. They do not recognize any BKBs being built up as of yet. But we're going to begin on it now. But CSJ won't have one, and YChan definitely is not going to build BKB. Gonna go in for the regular pipe combination that we see after the Solar Crest on Visage. Still gonna help a lot versus the Dagon though. Oh, here we go. Duel onto MS. They're gonna fight him inside the Wukong's command as well. The damage is there with the ultimate landing onto CSJ. So the 2 kills going in both directions. Mama running around inside the Wukong's command, taking a lot of damage. Yuna with the double edge hoof stomp combo. They do bring him down. And they might spot out where Bobo is. Yep, they see him. They're gonna try to find this kill. Crystal Nova slows him down and the Death Pulse chases him. Protoss Ace with the last right click secures the kill onto the Monkey King, and it's a 3-for-1 exchange from a fight that they started on the side of Team Ever. It seems that this top portion of the map is a death knell. Well, at least they get a dual kill, I guess. 21 minutes in. CSJ is still level 11 only, so that was only a level 1 duel. A lot of damage left off the table. Don't they have a totem to give him? I feel like with duel, it's super important to level that spell up. And now Necro is going to start building into that Ags. Well, maybe not in earnest. Might still take a detour for the level 3 Dagon. I think that's level 2 on the way right now. Yep. I think at 3 is enough. And then you go Ags. And to answer my prior question, it is indeed going to be the side of Keen Gaming that take the first rush with MS in that Viscous Nasal Goo. Oh, so good. With cool spray stacks, they've got all the mana in the world. They're going to try and contest this, perhaps. They know that something is awry. They don't have a lot of time to make their engage right now, though. They have to go very, very soon. Power Shot does scout this out. Freezing Field from Ace will at least secure them being able to take this. Oh, beautiful hoof stomp catching on to 2 heroes with the Dagon hit, bringing down CSG at the very beginning of the fight. Elder Titan with the ultimate goes out, and they already burst down the Shadow Demon as well. Wide Chain trying to escape from this, but might get altered out right now by Mama. Not even required. It's still on cooldown. They get a triple kill for MS. Way too much damage in this fight. At the very least, the Familiars will bring down the Crystal Maiden. But Shao freaking Fu, guys. What a player. A premier performance on the Centaur, and he is able to bring down and he start the fight that brings down the enemy team using that Stampede, catching Team Ever really unawares. And MS once again having the opportunity to run deep into the fight with that Radiance, burning everybody up with Quill Spray stacks going, building the Manta style next. It seems I'm actually super okay with this. I'm very, very okay with him going for the Manta style. Giving him that bonus movement speed in the fight, helping him tank up. More illusions as well so he can get himself, if need be, and you recognize that he's about to get dueled. You Manta dodge it, makes it harder for the Legion Commander to initiate onto you. You can Manta dodge the Shackle Shot from the Wind Ranger. You can't get rid of the ultimate from... I think you can get rid of the ultimate from the Disruptor, or from the Shadow Demon. Not 100% sure. But still, good dispel item. I have no issue with this whatsoever from the Bristleback. Yuna might be in trouble, has to back away. Recognizes the danger and decides to wind run out of this. They didn't manage to take the tier 2 earlier though. But Bristleback is back. And they've actually smoked their baiting with this Bristleback. They're gonna try to catch CSJ out on the top side of the map. CSJ, oh, so close to having the Shadow Blade. Gonna try finish off this creep wave first. Mau coming close. CSJ recognizes what's up. Gonna try get out of this. Will he be able to get the blink off into the trees? No! Gets cancelled out. Feels bad. He got greedy. Actually, CSJ could have escaped there. Had he immediately jumped out like into the trees. Might have actually still been spotted because of this Observer Ward. But might have had a better chance of escaping there. Unfortunately, tried to use the overwhelming odds onto the creep wave to finish off the Shadow Blade. Pays for it with his life. Now dead for a really long time, which further delays his item progression. Look how low farm this LC has right now. 7k net worth, 25 minutes into a game. Feels bad, man.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Xiaofu gets Crimson Guard for the team. Mama is just building Lincoln's here. It's like, whatever. Who needs Ags? We're winning these fights without the ultimate anyway. Just get burst damage. Change tax entirely from getting level 3 Dagon. And eventually, once he has this Lincoln Sphere, can't get dueled. Can't get Shackle Shotted. You can't get Shadow Demon Purged.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It pretty feels bad at that point. Now they're going to lose their tier 2 tower in the top lane. There's still an Aegis available for the Bristleback for another 90 seconds. They might try to go high ground from this, or at least force a fight for Team Ever to try and take away this Aegis. There's no BKB as of yet from Bonobo. Oh, it's coming right now. Alright, this is a great... If they could kill him before the BKB arrives, that would be the best case scenario. And MS going to get solo crested, trying to chase down Wai Chen. They recognize Xiaofu's nearby, and they know what this guy can do. But there we go. BKB is up. This is a huge item pickup. If Team Ever are able to take a fight without Keen Gaming Luminous being aware of the fact that this BKB is online, they can really do a number on the Keen Gaming side, especially on the backlines, by catching out Mau, who is right now in a somewhat weakened position because he does not have BKB versus the BKB of Bobo. It looks like Keen Gaming are not going to press their luck. They're going to all back away. Finish off their next round of items. Get this Lincoln Sphere first for Mau.
Dire's bottom tower.
Trying to catch somebody out in the trees. Thinks that the Legion commander could be trying to split push the map right now. Or even Bobo. But Bobo's top. Legion is with the rest of his team defending out the mid lane. And now that Bobo has BKB, has access to the BKB TP out. They do have the Reaper side to cancel that, but if they have any vision of Mau, then Bobo will always feel completely safe. And yep, that's the only person White Chain's picking out. And they spot Necro at bottom.
Top tower is under attack.
CSJ is going to Shadow Blade forward. Going to just look for the immediate duel. Mau going to be in some trouble. They got him. They got him. There's going to be the shackle shot. They get the duel out onto him with the focus fire as well. Do they have enough damage to actually get this as a dual kill? They do not. But it's a kill nonetheless. Yuna will pick up the dominating streak.
Dire's top tower is
And
under
600
attack.
gold in the inventory. In the bank. Get that Skrilla. Also provide her with level 15. So bonus power shot damage. Kind of unfortunate that wasn't a dual kill. Because we're 30 minutes in almost. And CSJ still only has 2 dual victories. Feels bad, man. Oh, Bobo. Bobo's probably going to buy Silver Edge next. Or should, let me rather say. Build Silver Edge next up. Pretty good item on the Monkey King anyway. Because you always want stats on this hero. And it'll help you tremendously versus the Bristleback passive. It can also, in niche situations, if you can spot out where Shuan is, take away the natural order, which does a lot of damage, actually. If they can disable that in the fights, it could do the most to keep them in high spirits and in a winning position. The lead is not that big right now for Keen Gaming Luminous. YChain and Bobo have been keeping up quite well in the farm. YChain just been building survivability items for his team. And he's only died twice this game. Something's up with my camera. I don't know what's happening. Hold up. Okay, that feels better.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Contrast that to Bobo as well. Only died 3 times. He's gonna go for the MKB next. Help deal with this Radiance mischance. Centaur's buying Ags next. Sean's gonna go for the Ghost Scepter next. Already has Yules. They buy a gem right now. I think that's the big item pickup. Keen Gaming still need to be able to consolidate their positioning around the map. They've taken all the tier 2 towers. They want to ensure that their next Roshan will definitely go towards them. Remove all vision defenses around this area. Set up for the Roche. If you get lucky, you can actually smoke right now. You smoke, yep, with this gem. And you can know in advance where their wards are, so you know where they'll be caught unawares. They're gonna find White Shed. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get caught for the bounty route. Hashtag not worth! Hoof stomp onto him with double edge. Well, this is actually this is taking a while. They get the ultimate onto him with the Day God. Okay, fine. Alright, fine. You got me. That costed everything though. They're gonna be able to get the tier 2 tower bottom because of that. Bobo is the one just hitting this down right now. And Roche is nowhere near spawning. Gonna be up in over 90 seconds. And by that time, Necroforce will be back online. Oh, I'm actually happy with this if you're Team Ever. I mean, sure, you're not happy that the Visage is dead. But now they're gonna actually try to force them to come back. And Bobo is not an insignificant tower hitter. I mean, look at this. With that plus 20 attack speed, now just escapes into the trees. Has successfully forced them back. We'll hang around as well to see who is actually present for this defense. And they've got a Vicious Familiar inside the Roshan pit. So they'll spot out that Xiaofu and Mama are here. Because they see Xiaofu, Bobo's gonna might keep hitting this tower. Oh, you should go back to hit the tower. Go back, hit the tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But it's fine, it's playing it safe. The objective is achieved, right? They can't actually force themselves onto the other side of the map. Bristleback is now an alchemist because he's picked up the Octarine core with Manta style Radiance. Can just absolutely monster down creep waves. Notram is in no man's land right now. The ET Spirits on the high ground to de-ward the ward that he just planted down. Shuan, not gonna find him though. 22 seconds until we see Visage back online. 13 seconds until Roche is up. Well, they spot it as it respawns. CSJ is hanging out in a fairly odd area of the map. I'm gonna try to catch them on the backside when they try to go for that Roche. Can start shadow blading now, please. Thank you. But too late, they saw you. You need to just get out of here, mates. Get out! Get out! Bobo has himself a MKB as well. This Monkey King is getting really dangerous, guys. Like, for all the farm that Bristleback has, and for all the tankiness that this hero can provide you, if Bristleback gets dueled and can't actually turn his back towards the team, and Monkey King can hit him face on, Bristleback will die every single time. Crimson God notwithstanding. Now they've smoked on the side of Team Ever. They're going to try to take a fight on their own accord. They're going to try to get the dual kill. They're going to go into Xiaofu. They find him immediately. And there's going to be the Wukong's command drop down as well. The ultimate will be onto CSJ. It's going to be a dual win for the Centaur. But Centaur will have to buy back. So will the LC. Shadow Demon down the backside thanks to MS. The Wukong's command is forcing them to fight away from this BKB. Pop by Bobo. He's going to turn his attention towards going onto MS. But Y Chain in trouble. Freezing Field brings him down with MS. Bringing the damage as well. Bounder Strike will keep Bobo alive and allow him to get a follow-up kill. But the buyback from Xiaofu allowing him to get the hoof stomp onto Bobo. Keeping him in position. And there's the double edge. MS with the cool sprays gets another kill. Lincoln Sphere will block away the shackle shot from Yuna, forcing the retreat from the Wind Ranger. And the fight started again by the side of Team Ever. Unfortunately, too much damage, too much sustain. It takes them too long to get the Centaur kill. And I think Centaur is not the hero you want to be dueling. You need to be dueling the Bristleback. I mean, sure, Xiaofu is building the Axe for the reduced damage, but Axe is not online yet. If you don't duel Bristleback, Bristleback does Bristleback things. I just didn't click on the team fight recap to see how much damage this hero dealt in that fight. Probably astronomically high. Absolutely no buybacks on the side of Team Ever. And they're going to lose the mid lane of Rax. And Keen Gaming Luminous will draw the first blood in terms of Rax. Take the first melee. Shackle shot blocked by the Lincoln Sphere from Mau Mau. If they duel Bristleback there instead of Xiaofu, sure, there's a potential for Xiaofu to interrupt with the Hoof Stomp, but ideally Bobo is able to get off the BKB, can hit into the Bristleback and kill that hero. As it stands right now, MS 8-1-8. Net worth leader in the game by 5,000 gold. They have an experience lead close to 15,000 as well. And Keen Gaming Luminous have now hit their stride. It's gotten to that point. I was saying maybe if they get out of this laning phase, how do they die? They just run at them. Wukong's command is the only real deterrent. LC has been rendered obsolete this game. Has died so many times. 2 dual victories. Hero is not a hero right now. She is not who you want her to be. And the difference between her and Xiaofu is that Xiaofu doesn't have to commit his own life each time he tries to go for a kill. Whereas CSJ, each initiation is probably a guaranteed kill. If he doesn't have BKB, doesn't have Lincoln Sphere. Trying to build BKB now. Oh, Yuna might get found out right now. They're just disabling the Blink Dagger. But Bobo runs away with Yuna as well. And they're going to try on the side of King Gaming to claim a second lane of Rax. They have Aegis as well as Cheese right now, being carried by the Centaur and the Bristleback respectively. And MS is just going to go to the high ground. Look at him. So beefy. He's got Spell Lifesteal atop the Octarine Core. So 40% Spell Lifesteal for the Bristleback, ladies and gentlemen. Now has an Abyssal Blade. Hero will not die without a lot of work being done. Oh, and you can destroy the Soul Assumption as well with the Mantis Style. Because he has the Octarine Core, the cooldown is not nearly as bad as it could be. Bobo just gonna try to push out this bottom lane, force them to be in places that, you know, not close enough to actually take a second lane or X. Trying to waste the time of this Aegis. And they're still continuing to just de-ward absolutely everything. They're going to find out where Notchum is. Press the attack, not going to help because there's a Abyssal Blade as well to follow up. So not even a save disruption. Buyback, of course, is not available for the Shadow Demon, because he bought back in the previous fight. And now they're going to try and get this duel kill. MS is going to get dueled up right now. Look how much easier that is if you duel the Bristleback. BB is dead, but can they kill him a second time? There's going to be the familiar drops. The Centaur Stampede committed out as well. They're going to be a hoof stop, only catching on to Bobo, but the BKB has been used up as well. Wukong's command keeping the slow out onto MS. The Jugo multi stacks are building up, and the Bristleback is actually going to be forced away from this fight. The Spirit Vessel doing a ton of damage as well, and that's without the Shadow Demon as well. 30 seconds until that hero is back online. They will finish off the ranged racks at mid, and they pass the cheese over onto the Bristleback. You did it once, can you do it twice? Duel up in 15 seconds, but they are here, and right now. Yuna jumping forward, looking for the shackle shot. Only is looking for Mama. Mama has Lincoln's, bro. Press the attack will allow him to get out of the stun from the Centaur, but unfortunately the Abyssal Blade now goes on to White-Chain. White-Chain dead from the Reaper side. Does have buyback, will come back into this fight. They're going to try and take this Rax. Glyph has been used up. Yuna, shackle shot will catch out onto the Centaur. The familiar drop as well. They do pop the Crimson Guard. They pop the pipe or the spell shield. They're going to be CSJ jumping in, going to get the duel out onto Mao Mao. That's a wrong hero to duel. The Centaur will come in on the backside of the fight. Will be able to bring down Nacho. Now they want to further kill CSJ down as well. The stun onto the Shadow Demon. Chen is going to die too. Visage is dead. Bobo, last man standing, but it's called GG. And Keen Gaming Luminous will take game number 1. Bristleback diving inside the fountain to make a point. But man, oh man. Bristleback, guys, in that last fight, dealing the large chunk of that damage. So yeah, you really can't allow yourself to fall behind this Bristleback hero. Primarily, okay, not you can't do, right? You can't initiate on every hero except Bristleback for the whole game. You know, because let's see how much damage he did. Jesus Christ. 31k damage, yo. That's a big deal. And it's really not that difficult to fix. Like, you duel this guy, he dies. You duel a Monkey King hitting him from the front with Jingu, he dies. It's really that simple. But unfortunately, it's too much interruption being ran from Xiaofu, Mama, as well as Sean. Keen Gaming Luminous, their beefcake lineup ends up working out. They don't get dumpstered in the lanes. They come out ahead, in fact, and they end up winning the game. There was only a brief moment in time when it seemed like Team Ever might be able to seize the gold lead. But from there, it all just plummeted. And this game ends with game number 1 going the way of Keen Gaming. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for game 2 in just a moment here in this best of 3 series for the VARENA Challenge League. In the semifinals, Keen Gaming Luminous versus Team Ever. Keen Gaming are up 1 game at the moment. And whilst you're here, if you're watching on YouTube and or Twitch, just like, follow, subscribe on the channel. On YouTube, hit that bell. On Twitch, just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to buy some bits, buy a subscription, that would be great as well. But not absolutely necessary. What is necessary is your follow. So do that, and I'll see you very soon for game number 2 between Keen Gaming Luminous and Team Ever in the Village Shop.
5 seconds remaining.
Hello, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are here in the VARENA League here in the Chinese region. Keen Gaming Luminous going up against Team Ever in a best of 3. Keen Gaming have already managed to take away the first game with an ultra beefcake lineup. Felt like I was watching Magic Mike 3. That was something else. And now we're going to be seeing if Team Ever can force a game 3 or if Keen Gaming Luminous will just clean up 2-0 at the very beginning of this semi-final matchup. I'm Snare. You know, you should know because you're kind of on my channel, so better recognize. So anyway, whilst you're here, if you haven't already, just give me a follow, give me a like. You can check out my Twitter right here, you know. Follow me over there on YouTube. It just helps a lot because, actually no, let me not say it helps a lot. It's literally, it's either that or pay money because, you know, free labor is slavery. So let's not do that thing. So anyway, game number 2, Team Ever, Radiant side, have banned away Wraith King, Crystal Maiden, as well as the Clockwork Goblin. Keen Gaming take out Broodmother, Bloodseeker, as well as a Scareth Mage. So it's already a different game from the first game because Team Ever have led things off with a Nyx and Dark Willow combination. I kind of like these heroes. I'm not sure if I like them together though.
5 seconds remaining.
And Nyx Assassin does reveal a lot of intent of how Team Ever want to play this game. Want to play a much more pick-off oriented lineup. I think they want to do what they were planning to do with the CSJ Legion Commander, but give the responsibilities for that over onto a support hero and allow him to play something a bit tankier that can frontline a little bit harder, not as reliant on having an extremely good laning phase. So they still have some way to scout out the map, whilst the hero they need to start fights can be off farming and doing important things. The response on the side of Keen Gaming will be the Beastmaster. Usually when we see these two heroes in tandem, it is an aggressive dual lane,
10 seconds.
which is really oppressive actually. Lots and lots of damage. Wind Ranger buys Orb of Value,
5 seconds
and then Beastmaster,
remaining.
just 1 point. As soon as the points start stacking up into that inner beast aura, it's really annoying. You start recognizing that, yo, being hit 1,000,000 times with an orb that keeps dot damage on you for several seconds, does a lot of damage in the long run.
Radiant team.
Dota's a game of stacking, guys. Stacks on stacks on stacks. That's how you win this game.
Radiant team.
In the second phase, we see Lycan and Chen removed by the side of Team Ever. They don't want to get straight up pushed down. They recognize, yo, when Beastmaster's out of the game, don't get pushed. Don't allow summoning heroes to be in the game. Sure, there's Nature's Prophet, but I guess they'll deal with that if it comes because they've got Nyx Assassins, so it's all good. Keen Gaming banned Necro as well as the Leshrac. They just won with Necrophos, so understandable why they'd remove that hero. And then the Leshrac, they just don't want to have mass clear of the units that Beastmaster might have wanted to summon, or if there's another hero that wants that. You want to remove the easy abilities for Team Ever to D-push you. And they want a pretty decent Roshan taking lineup on the side of Keen Gaming. You buy 1 Solar Crest, or any hero that's going to build Desolator, and you're good. Can take Roshan quite quickly.
Remaining.
Team Ever go for this PL. I like PL. Also like PL in the lanes versus Beastmaster.
Remaining.
Very often Beastmaster wins the lane by just keeping you on the brink of death the entire time. And then just chasing you down with slows that Wind Ranger will be providing, or just with wave clear with the axes and stuff. But PL can both get away from Beastmaster as well as dodge him out with the Doppelganger. So pretty decent pick in my opinion. Warlock will be picked right now for Keen Gaming. So more team fight. A hero that can be quite decent against the Phantom Lancer as well. If you can catch him out in the fight. You drop the Golem on him, sticks on him for a really long time. And Fatal Bonds can keep him tethered up to other heroes. So even if this hero is starting to escape, killing other people does really well. And they got a lot of wave clear themselves. PL Illusions are not going to have a good time. The Wild Axes, Power Shot, Fatal Bonds on top of those as well. Not good time to be a PL really. So we'll see. Let me not say I'm suspicious. I'm gonna reserve judgment. Actually, let me just say that I'm not gonna make any value statements in either direction. Team Ever right now still need somebody to start fights for themselves. They can go for the Centaur. They can pick Axe. I kind of like Omni Knight or a Baron for them right now. But then they'll lack damage. What have we been seeing? If only the Underlord was still good. Maybe they get a Radiance carrier. Put like Bloodseeker in the offlane. Oh, that's banned though. Second ban. Somewhat regrettable. Taking their time with this 4th pick. Maybe they're thinking about putting this Nyx Assassin into the offlane and grabbing something like, I don't know, Earth Spirit or something.
Dire team pick.
Enchantress.
Enchantress. Inch. So Enchantress could still be in the support capacity, but I really like this hero in the offlane. And if they wanted to, they could put this hero in the lane with the Wind Ranger. And it would help them in many respects to not get as out-harassed. But then there's a Beastmaster lane. I think they're just picking this in anticipation for there being a right-clicking melee carry on the side of King Gaming. They know what's up. Well, they could actually pick like, how about PA? PA with Beastmaster, Warlock can help PA out in the lanes. Ugh, such a boring hero. Alright, so here is their push potential. So they're not going to be going for any kind of exciting game on the side of King Gaming. They're going to be drafting similarly to in game number 1. Super objective focused. They've got this anchor hero in the form of the DK, who can initiate their push for them by just pressing R, trying to run down towers. Beastmaster provides some support with both Inner Beast Aura and the ability to immediately roar down the target that the team wants to go on. They've got Warlock for teamfight, Wind Ranger as well for additional teamfight damage, as well as some sustain, some restrainment with the shackle shots. Warlock also gives heal. The Breathe Fire can actually kill Enchantress. If they get the initiation onto Enchantress before she's able to get off their Nature's Attendant, they've got enough magical damage now with this DK to actually kill that hero. Maybe not necessarily the best Roche, but also a hero that can do quite well versus PL. You have 1,000,000 armor, so PL has a really rough time actually surrounding you and killing you. And you can just Breathe Fire, which majorly reduces the damage of the illusions even further, atop all the additional damage they have onto the illusions. Man, this King Gaming draft is very, very, very solid right now. I don't even think it matters what they put in the safe lane.
10 seconds remaining.
As long as it does, like, because they don't have lost pick. So I think as long as you get something that will buy BKB eventually.
Dire team pick.
Oh, they banned the Huskar cheese, lol. Erstwhile Team Ever banned away the Lina. Yo, Team Ever have to be worried right now. How do they... What hero can they put that'll do really well against DK? They don't have that much wave clear, and they are definitely going to get pushed into. They still don't have a hero that start fights, really. PL takes quite a while before he's online. Far enough to the extent where he's not afraid of getting right up in the faces of DK and Beastmaster. They don't have natural BKB carriers on any role. Nobody really wants to buy a Lincoln Sphere as like a first item. I am heavily favoring this King Gaming draft right now. Let's see, what are they going to go for at the end of this? It also depends. I think this is one of their more traditional games, in the sense that we're going to have DK mid, offlane Beastmaster. All that's left right now is to find yourself a hero that matches up as well as humanly possible up against the Phantom Lancer. So you have some late game potential. I could even see them going like Ember Spirit. That would be amazing. Ember Spirit, then they put like DK safe lane. Or they could put DK safe lane and pick Timbersaw. Yes, pick Timbersaw. Please, pick Timbersaw. Oh my god, pick Timbersaw. Hey. Thanks, Ian. 27119911. First new follower of the day. What a champ. What a guy. Thanks, champ.
Radiant team.
So what's it gonna be, guys?
Mirana.
Marana. I like Marana. They don't have lockdown for Marana, really. Can disjoint Spirit Lance. Not sure if you can disjoint Impetus with the leap. It's another stun in the arrow. More damage onto the PL illusions with the Starfall. This hero, this game is, whether it's Marana support or Wind Ranger core, either of these heroes is absolutely going to build a Maelstrom, which further gives the PL. Yo, this is looking like a pretty solid outdraft here on the side of Keen Gaming. And oh, the Tempest actually goes in the opposite direction. Team Ever are the ones that picked that up for the mid lane. I mean, there's still, I don't know about Timber, hey. I'm not sure that Timber was the hero for this game. They've got a lot of magic damage on the side of Keen Gaming. This isn't a hero that necessarily scales ultra well into the late game. They don't have burst damage. You're going to be kind of scared to actually run deeply into the fight because of how much magic damage they have. They've got wild axes which build up as well. He gets stunned and killed. I don't know about this. I'm going all in on King Gaming. I think this is going to be a 2-0 for them. Also, one great thing about them picking this Marana is that Enchantress can't really bully the Marana in the safe lane. I was saying when they picked this that they're banking on King Gaming going for some melee carry. Instead, it's a range carry. Joke's on you, bitch. Worse than that, it's the range carry. It's a range carry with one of the better abilities to do well in individual lanes. Like in side lanes, hero farms quite well, has a great animation, very good stat gain, has an escape so she's difficult to kill.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
Like the perfect hero to pick up the
Just what I was
situation.
waiting for.
Ugh, man. Alright. Alright, what do you guys think? You think there's a chance? Think they can come back from this? I don't know. Team Ever, backs against the wall. Let's see what you guys got. Yuna is playing in the off lane on this Nyx Assassin. Behind him, we're going to be seeing Y-Chan actually laning at top on the Timbersaw. In the mid lane, CSJ is going to be starting off there with the Enchantress. We see Notram playing on the Dark Willow. And last but not least, Bobo. Did what he could in game number 1. Let's see what he can bring to us in game number 2. Playing on the Phantom Lancer. And on the side of Q Gaming Luminous, already 1 game up. Trying to make this a 2-0 sweep. You know, elide their path into the finals. Shran playing the support Wind Ranger. We do have the Dragon Knight being handled up by MS. Here in the mid lane, Shafu is playing the Beastmaster. Mau is on the Marana. And last but not least, we have Protoss Ace on the Warlock. I think they were just deciding right now between all of them. Alright guys, how should we handle these lanes? And the decision is probably have Marana where Enchantress is. Oh, the score is 1-0 in favor of Keen Gaming. They're the team that's ahead right now. Oh, they're still they got 2-2 both sides with the boundary runes. Yeah, so they're gonna lane in the mid lane. Mau going up against CSJ. This is very, very good. This is the ideal matchup for the side of King Gaming. Now CSJ won't be able to apply. Oh, they're actually just gonna swap it up. They want DK here. They want to put Marana versus the Timbersaw. I guess they don't want to always be playing defensively with the Marana, which she kind of has to do versus Enchantress. DK can just sit there. Doesn't really have to worry too much about getting right-clicked. Can just stick around, do whatever. Here, top side, we do see Protoss and Yuna just trading right-clicks, but it's always going to be Warlock favored because of Shadow Word, baby. Not much you can do about that. I do like this lane though, this PL. I was saying like in the draft, I like the PL versus Beastmaster matchup. I think Beastmaster doesn't have the best of times as much as he has up against other melee carries.
No.
And at bottom,
They want to give Marana, like I said, as good a time as possible. They recognize that they're going to need her to be the right clicker for this game. Top lane though, speaking of right clickers, Xiaofu in a beast aura is already up, but took a stun. Fortunately for him, there is a Shadow Word Warlock who is right there to ensure that he stays up. So it's all good. It's all good. Pretty solid lanes, I think, from side of Key Gaming. Although Team Ever will not be under much threat anywhere. Top lane should be a win for them. CSJ should be able to beat the DK, at least in overall CS, even if he doesn't apply as much pressure onto the DK. And at bottom, Timbersaw is not going to get stopped by farming. Stopped from farming by the Marana.
Double damage.
Hey, thanks Ashley. Shadow Realm hit. Ooh. Sean almost died there. Asleep 2 on 5. Thanks, fam. Thanks for the follow, bro. Or ma'am, lady. Thanks for the follow. That's what I'm trying to say. There needs to be a cool equivalent for bro. But I guess fam works as well. Yeah, so thanks for the follow, fam. It's all good.
You're not going
Bottom,
anywhere.
shackle shot. Connects onto Notrum, just preventing him from throwing out additional right clicks with the Dark Willow. She's taking a lot of damage. But will be just in time also to get off the creep pull. Will it connect completely or will it be interrupted by Xuan? Xuan wants to stop this from happening. And he will succeed in doing so. Notrum forced to TP all the way back to base. And Beastmaster starting to assert himself here in the top lane. Protoss is doing a magnificent work with this Shadow Word. Look how aggressively Xiaofu is playing. And he's farming quite well as well by having this Wild Axes. 2 points at level 1. At level 3 by the way, sorry. The mana burn from Yuna starting to come in now. But it's not going to be enough to completely dissuade Xiaofu from farming. But now that PL is level 3, this is where the advantage begins to kick in for this hero. With 2 points into the Phantom Rush. Still needs 1 point into Doppelganger before it gets really good. And Mao. They're gonna try and kill Wai Chen here. Shackle Shot does connect onto him. They're looking for the Starfall. Oh, it doesn't connect. But it does after a while. That was really weird because the first Starfall didn't hit, but the bonus one came down and connected onto him. I guess because he didn't have vision, so couldn't see past the trees. But either way, with the last right click, Xuan is able to find the first blood onto Wai Chen. And Timbersaw. That magic damage that we said could be an issue for him, yeah, finally shows itself. Where was the Dark Willow actually? Notrum was top. Unable to provide any kind of assistance there. Wai Chen also had fallen really low. Might die again here. Has 2 points into the reactive armor. Has now Timber Sword. Timber chained away. Arrow will fly forward, connects directly onto him. Mao doesn't have enough mana for a Starfall though. But they're going to try and get in all these right clicks. The Timber Chain will connect from Wai Chen. The Wind Run will not be enough to actually get a follow-up kill. We will see him survive. Erstwhile at top, we do see Beastmaster getting brought down. Team Ever, Bobo, securing a kill there. Pretty big deal, as Beastmaster is farming pretty well right now. So getting a kill onto him provides a very good advantage towards Bobo, who is now level 4. And looking to keep this advantage going. Mid lane, utterly a wash. Utterly a wash. I wonder how it feels to play 2 games back to back, doing absolutely nothing to each other except hitting creeps. DOTA2, ladies and gentlemen, the mid lane in 2018. Why did Fata leave mid? Should have stuck around for this. Wai Chen at bottom is going to get harassed somewhat. Mama does have full mana. The Starfall does hit him, but he's got 6-1 charges as well. No chance that they kill him right now. Also can afford boots finally. They're going to try for this though. If they spot him out, they can get the Shackle Shot out. But he... Oh, no they can't. He's got infused raindrops now. He is not going to die no matter what. Xuan will head towards the top lane. They're going to try and find a kill onto Bobo. Actually, no. It's because Ace had to go mid. So because Protoss rotates out, they have to ensure that Wind Ranger can do something somewhere productive by ensuring that Xiaofu still gets some level of farm. And at this stage, you've pretty much allowed Mao to succeed on his own merits. Absolutely dominating White Shed in terms of CS. The Starfall does come out. White Shed has to play so scared in this lane. He knows that if Shuan is nearby, he just gets shackle shotted and die immediately afterwards with the 5-second arrow. And Mao was very smart to go for this 3-point Starfall build. Oh, he's actually going to kill White Shed. Got him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And now tier 1 tower being
Radiant
sieged up
structures
with the
are
siege
fortified.
wagon.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And already Keen Gaming Luminous off to a fantastic start. Half damage down to the tier 1 tower. That being said, CSJ is now level 7, above and beyond the DK is level 6. So this is the hero that is going to be one of their huge damage dealers for their team. At least up until the point where PL can really take on that role. Because also now we see PL being dumpstered in CS as well. Keen Gaming are really outplaying them at the moment. Yuna's going to look for the Impale. Will he be able to catch it? No. Shackle Shot from Shuan prevents Yuna from being able to get close enough with it. Looks like KG are proving themselves to just be playing at a better level overall. Once again, it's only one hero, this time it's CSJ, who is actually up there in terms of overall net worth from the side of Team Ever. All the other heroes are Keen Gaming heroes. Yay! This is amazing. It's going to be 8 minutes right now. There's only been 3 kills this entire game. Mao just missed out on the haste rune. It picks up a DD instead. Can actually kill White Chen right now if he really wants to. If he's able to find an errant arrow onto him, he can definitely bring this guy down. But I doubt he's going to go for a kill. Probably just going to keep it as insurance for when he gets close to the tier 1 tower. Bring that tower down. When is the next siege dragon coming? Is the next wave? Let's see. Nope. It's going to be at 9. But still, this is a really good opportunity for Mao to get some tier 1 tower deeps. Top lane CSJ is rotated there. He's going to take over, trying to handle all this Beastmaster. Erstwhile Bobo now goes mid. Up against the Dragon Knight. He is still looking towards finishing with power treads. He's doing okay. Nothing extravagant thus far. Mao now does have activated the DD. Almost killed White Shed. But now is the important parts. Tier 1. Tier 1. Tier 1. Take it. Take it. Xiaofu is going to get found out with the Primal Roar. They're going to try and find this kill. The arrow, will it connect onto him? Yes, it will. The Starfall will also be landed. Not even needed, actually. Because it's on cooldown. And he didn't have the mana. But it finally does come out. And they do get that grab. CSJ, fresh off of having gotten a kill onto Shuan in the top lane. Now finds himself at bottom. Nature's attack, or the enchant slows down Xiaofu, and the impetus shots will enable him to get a double kill. Yuna setting him up with the impale as well. Great map awareness from CSJ. They do lose the Timbersaw at bottom, but they give some great momentum towards the Enchantress.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And also bring down the
Radiant's middle tower
offlaner,
has fallen.
who was doing quite well. In exchange, though, they do have to give up their mid tier 1 tower. MS is able to claim that with the end of his DK ultimate, as well as with the pure right clicks.
Denied.
And also lose bottom, even though it's only a deny. CSJ applying some pressure onto MS.
The prize is mine.
Not fun, but whatever. It's chilled. Yuna's level 5. Gotta be very careful if you're gonna be around a Marana right now. Arrow catches him. The Starfall will be there. And he's dead. Oh, nice Spike Carapace with the Impale as well. Throws out the Mana Burn too, just for good measure. That was some pretty sick plays there from Yuna. He's even going to stick around to secure level 6 in the trees, knowing that Mao will absolutely not expect him to have stuck around for this. They're going to use the Moonlight Shadow. They're going to try and get out of here with this Mirana. The Impale will connect. Oh, actually, the Impale hits as well as the Timber Sage Drew. That was really nice. Great team play. All of that set up by Yuna. He doesn't leave the bottom lane after getting gone on. Instead, sticks around, gets off a much needed counter kill, and now they're going to take their own tier 1, it seems. CSJ with phase boots as well as the null tally, dealing a lot of damage right now. Shafu is starting to farm towards. Not sure if it's going to be a Blink Dagger game or Shadow Blade. I kind of prefer Shadow Blade this game.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So you can get like right up in the face of the Timbersaw and not have to wait. Not have to maybe get unlucky if the Timbersaw ends up using Timber Chain. And also bonus attack speed will always be great.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But they're going to claim their first tier 1 at the same time losing their final one. Maybe they won't lose it entirely though. You know, I think use ultimate right underneath this observer ward. Schwan. Oh, MS is going to get stunned up. Impale will be there onto him and the Brahma Mace to follow this up. Curse Crown will come out as well as the Dark Willow having the Wisp Bolt going out. Will they get the Bedlam kill? They do indeed. And they give it towards the Dark Willow. Erstwhile at bottom. But here on top, we do see the DK going down. Bottom side of the map. White Chain was able to bring down Xiaofu. So it's going to be a 3-for-1 across the map. Team Ever. Doing a lot better right now. Doing ever better.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Once again though, CSJ being the one to deal the majority of the damage there. He is overall net worth leader. Timbersaw slowly but surely starting to catch up. That kill bottom helped a lot. Unfortunately died afterwards. But still doing relatively well. How far is this Maelstrom going for Mama? Mama's actually going for the Diffusal first. So prioritizing ways to deal with the Timbersaw. If they can chain stun him, which they easily can, Mama, thanks to the help of the Inner Beast Aura, will be able to burn down the majority of the mana available on the Timbersaw. We do see now a smoke coming in from King Gaming Luminous. They're going to head themselves towards the top lane. They're going to try to catch out CSJ. Yuna's going to be the first one to die though. So they're going to lose the Warlock before the fight gets going. This might mess with their plans. They don't have the ultimate right now. Chaos Golem is offline. But they do have stuns in a plenty onto CSJ. The arrow, the hook shot, or the shackle shot will come out. They don't even need the Primal Roar because they started off with the Dragon Tail. Now they commit the Primal Roar onto the next assassin. He does throw out the Spike Carapace to help him out for just a moment. But unfortunately the follow-up is just too damn high. And with the power shot they get the second kill. So top side of the map, they trade 2-for-1 and they will finally finish the job onto this tier 1 tower. So many stuns, Jesus. If you get stunned once, you just die. Absolutely collapse. Timbersaw now will at least build up into that Hood of Defiance. This will make it possible for him to hopefully survive the stun combo long enough to Timber Chain out. We do see the Terrorize was committed out in the mid lane. They do get a kill onto Bobo. Oh my goodness. Notchum not able to save his life because of it. And let's get it gone on right now. Curse Crowd will connect onto him. They're going to try and follow him up. The stun will be there. CSJ going to look for the vision, but now they're fighting in place where they don't have any vision at all. They will be able to get the Shackle Shot stun out onto the Timbersaw. Impale lands onto 2, but not enough damage. Mama able to get himself away. The Impetus doesn't actually get the kill. Everybody's so low on the side of Keen Gaming, but nobody goes down at the end of the day. Instead, they lose 2 cores from Team Ever. Shrine now used up as well. They're going to look for this kill. Mama doesn't actually get impaled up. Instead, they're going to get the arrow off onto the Enchantress. Enchantress is in trouble. Starfall gets the kill from Mama. Shackle Shot will land onto Yuna. Yuna will get brought down by the damage from Shard with the Urn of Shadows going as well. Everything going right for Keen Gaming right now. And they might even find this kill onto Notchum. Notchum is able to steal away the Bounty Rune, but Shuan doesn't have an appetite to chase him up the hill. Oh man, again they get too greedy. They really wanted to find that kill onto Mama, but Yuna doesn't connect with the Impale. So instead the counters come in. And now CSJ a moment ago, literally less than 2 minutes ago, he was top net worth. Now that honor goes the way of Mama. Has the full Diffusal Blade as well. Xiaofu is going to look for the Primal Roar onto Bobo. Bobo gets rolled up. And they're going to try to find this kill. There's going to be the Starfall. Bobo's still alive though. And some of these heroes are falling quite low. White Chain will be able to get the Timber Chain through onto Xiaofu. Mama is chasing down, wants to kill Bobo. But instead the arrow's only going to connect onto Yuna who's nearby. Mama is going to get brought down in fact by the collapsing of the supports from the side of Team Ever. They come in to take that fight. Yuna's Dust did not connect onto Shuan. But they get the job done. They get a kill. Huge one, in fact. It goes the way of the Timbersaw. And now they're going to be able to take the tier 1 tower in the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So this game is looking rough, but it's not over. Oh, and all of you who bet on first to 10 for Keen Gaming, you win. You win. Could easily have gone the other way though. MS, thinking that somebody's going to be chasing him down on the bottom side of the map, chooses to retreat away from the tier 2 tower push. Yuna spots Xuan. Xuan going to get impaled up. They've already mana burned him, so there's no possibility of a wind rod. Oh, one popped out. The Timber Chain will be there. Curse Crowd does come out, and they do have the damage for this with the Bedlam as well. And it should be enough. Notram bringing down the Wind Ranger. And this is right in front of a tier 2 tower, whilst there's still a Siege Dragon going. MS has taken down the tier 2 tower at bottom. But because they use the DK ultimate form, they know for a fact that it won't be available. So this tier 2 tower should fall here in the top lane. Once again, such an even game. Yuna will get spotted out thanks to the Sentry Ward. That just expires in fact, but now they know Xiaofu can escape this. Because of that, because of the fact that they saw the Nyx Assassin, gave Xiaofu the confidence to go top, which forces away the rest of the Team Ever heroes. So they get the tier 2 tower very low, but they aren't able to get the kill entirely.
Regeneration.
Yuna right now looking towards having a Yule Scepter to really enable his team. They desperately need that item. They also need at least one more big item on Bobo. The Diffusal is a really good start though, because he is farming up very, very well. But it's still kind of complicated for him to actually get into fights. Still needs to get a lot beefier. But he's on his way. He'll get there. White Chain is going to be building the Crimson Guard. Looks like they are going to, each game, no matter what, he's the guy that's building all the utility items. And CSJ this game gets to build some damage. Dragon Lord's going to immediately build BKB. Doesn't want to repeat his experience from the prior game.
Illusion.
And they've smoked right now on the side of King Gaming. Gonna try find a fight. Yuna will pop the smokes, and with the Sentry Ward they will spot out where MS is. And they get the D wards off as well. That was really good game sense coming in from the side of Team Ever. Moonlight Shadow committed now. But where are they going to approach from? They can maybe go in on this backside because there's no Sentry Wards here. Unless Yuna goes in to pop the smoke right now. Or to pop, but let's see. No one's going to get caught here. They're all huddled together on the other side of the map. They're doing the right thing. You always have to play where you have vision. Do not play where you do not have vision, especially when there's heroes such as Marana on the enemy team. You know that there's also going to be a Shadow Blade and DK. Or if DK bought Shadow Blade, then Beastmaster's probably going to buy Blink. Yeah. Has a Blink already. I'm getting concerned though. I kind of thought that this would go a bit differently. I thought they'd be able to play a bit faster on the side of Keep Gaming, because they were doing really well from the lanes. But now, even the Timbersaw not that far behind where the Beastmaster was. And this Enchantress is climbing closer towards Marana than Beastmaster is climbing towards her. Yuna, in fact, is going to try find a kill here. He spots out these two heroes. The Sentry Ward laid down. They know exactly where he is. He's gone too far. The Primal Roar will be onto him. Can he get the impale off into the trees? It would have been a blind impale, so they secure the escape there. Pretty good engage avoidance coming in there from Keen Gaming. Xiaofu is going to try to steal a bounty room. Instead, just blinks back. They're going to get 3 though, so it's a pretty good job. The Yasha is now out on Bobo, so he can start building into the Heart of Tarask. Yo, you know how I was saying it takes a long time? My reservations about Team Ever's lineup is that it takes a long time for a PL to really become that threat that you can't kill with your burst damage. The fact is, they're not actually trying to kill him. They haven't made any proactive engagements on him in a really long time. Only died once this game. And sure, this gold lead in the aggregate is growing because of the fact that MS is also farming quite well. And MS does now have BKB. Oh, Yuna's gonna maybe fight someone. Oh man, if Yuna could kill this courier, that would be so big. They spot MS. They know that he's somewhere here. He's gonna go in for the Dragon Tail stun onto somebody. They're gonna catch him with the impale. He doesn't have the BKB as of yet. Check out the emphasis damage. The DK stun. The Terrorize will be there. Will prevent him from casting off his further spells. He can't actually get off his BKB. He won't be able to survive this fight. What timing coming in from Yuna. Oh man, that was such good timing. Was it Yuna or CSJ who popped that
Radiant's
dust?
middle tower is under
Whoever it
attack.
was, making a huge difference, catching out MS literally seconds before the BKB arrives on him. As a result, he dies, creates more space around the map, and because he's the one that's dead and he was the one that was helping to increase the gold lead overall for the side of Keen Gaming, this is time when it is a free-for-all for Team Ever. Timbersaw now has the complete buckler already, with the Vanguard, almost has the Crimson. CSJ closer and closer to the BKB as she gets on the Enchantress. And almost have the Messerschmitt Riva. Oh, top lane, they actually find somebody in the trees. Sean,
Is empty.
caught out by Yuna.
See what kind of trouble.
Vendetta was committed. More gold towards Bono. Now Bobo actually does have enough gold to buy the Reaver. Yay! Now this hero is really tanky. And because of the fact that he's so tanky, and they're going to still be building Crimson Guard and what I imagine to be a pipe afterwards for YGen, it's going to become less and less credible to imagine that Bobo's going to die with his illusions in these fights. Feels like Keen Gaming might have missed a very crucial window. Yuna is juking and jiving in the trees. They are trying to kill him. They're going to find him. He does have the wand. No, he's going to get Vendetta off. The Impale will be there. Oh! One more second, he actually would have survived because they didn't have any further reveal available for him. If that last right click didn't come in from Mau, he gets Vendetta off and lives there. Very, very close. So now Bobo. Bobo! Bobo! They're going to take this Roche now. Do they have that? Who has the Solar Crest? He does have the Solar Crest on Xiaofu. So they should be able to take this pretty quickly. In a Beast Aura, putting in a lot of work towards making this a lot easier. Mama is now going back for this Maelstrom, but I kind of feel if he'd gone for the Maelstrom earlier, they would have been further ahead. Because there's still a lot of magic damage. Oh, Primal Roar directly onto the Dark Willow. Notchum will die at the very beginning of the fight. Does he have buyback? If he has buyback, should buyback right now. Doesn't have it. Instead, they get the Shackle Shot out onto the Timbersaw. Timbersaw will get brought down as well by the Spirit Vessel. And now, thanks to the ultimate coming in from Notchum, they're going to go on to CSJ. Yuna, Spy Campus will not keep you alive, buddy. Mama past BKB, jumped right in front of his face, and they kill him. The window was closing, and they jam it open on the side of Keen Gaming. Take a massive fight. Xuan, perfect timing with the Spirit Vessel. Landing it directly out onto our Timbersaw. Can't regen in that fight. The follow-up from Protoss with the cooldown of the Chaotic Offering. Isolates the fight, gets them the Aegis. The only person who survives there is Bobo, who just wasn't there to fight. You survive if you're not there to die. That's what you do. So this will probably enable them to finish off the full Maelstrom and the Mjolnir. Well, probably the full Maelstrom. Not sure if we'll get the entire Mjolnir before this Aegis expires. We'll see. I don't know how much damage they've actually done on the side of Keen Gaming. And it also feels like most of these kills that we've seen Team Ever get, they've really been playing into this idea of a pick-off hero for this next assassin. Trying to steal a bounty. They might actually kill Xiaofu. They should go for this now. Now. Hit him. Impale him. No, don't miss. Don't go for the Vendetta hit, my friend. You always go for the Impale first. It's level 1 Vendetta. What damage are you going to deal to Xiaofu, who has Solar Crest? 21 armor, the Terrorize might come out in the mid lane, sends back 3 heroes, prevents him from actually being able to get the kill out onto the Timbersaw. Curse Crown now is going to catch onto Xiaofu, allowing even more damage to come in on the impetus shots. The Curse Crown will catch the tether through with the Timber Chain, will allow them to get the kill. They will lose CSJ though, thanks to the magical damage coming in from Mama from the BKB, can hit right through the Untouchable. Shadow Realm, who still gets arrowed on the Dark Willow. Curse Crown now with the Impale and the Bedlam flying out onto Mama. Mama falling very low, still does have the Aegis. Curse Crown is onto him. It will allow him to survive a little bit longer. Will they pop this Aegis just a little bit more? YGen can get the tether through with the Timber Chain. Finally gets the kill, but now is completely out of mana and out of health as well. Buyback coming in from Xiaofu. And YGen will TP back to base. So a 2-2 exchange there. Beastmaster and the Marana in exchange for the Dark Willow and the Enchantress. But Beastmaster brought back. That's actually a decent fight on the side of Team Ever. Great terrorize coming in from the Dark Willow. Sending back 3 heroes or hold back thoughts by Carapace in the mid lane allows for the Impale to follow up directly onto the DK. Is going to get bursted down right now by Chen and Bobo. And the DK eviscerated by the Timbersaw. Man, this Timber Chain as well as this Chakram with the Whirling Death 2 doing so much work. Mau Mau doesn't have leap charges for another 5 seconds. Bobo actually is going to run down onto Protoss. They force Mau Mau to actually pop BKB just to be able to escape this. He just bought this BKB a couple of minutes ago. He's already down to 7 seconds on this item. Basically used it as soon as it was off cooldown every single time. And they were sieging onto the tier 2 after getting themselves in Aegis and taking a successful fight. But now they're going to lose a tier 2 tower instead. And Notrum definitely has to be the guy that set that all up. That terrorize made such a difference there. Allowing the fight to extend. Now they're on the high ground. 12 seconds without having the DK online. They're at least going to force the cliff. They back away right now. But man, things just went really well in a matter of moments. Now suddenly Timbersaw is 4th net worth. Has the full Crimson Guard. He's going to buy the Lotus Orb as well to make sure that he can purge off the Spirit Vessel. And if he has it on him in advance, can also redirect the Primal Roar back towards its target. So that there's no follow-up with Wild Axes or anything. This game looks like it's shaping up for Team Ever. Goldgraph keeps wanting to climb in favor of Keen Gaming Luminous. And Team Ever are like, nah, y'all crazy. That shit's not happening. Now that there's a BKB on Enchantress as well. This is such a huge item pickup actually. Can't get Shackle Shotted, which is a way we've seen CSJ die twice before. Will not be able to get DK stunned. The Breathe Fire no longer affects the Enchantress. We do see a smoke now from Keen Gaming Luminous. They recognize that they need to make something happen. MS is leading the charge with the Silver Edge. Wants to find the Enchantress or the Timbersaw ideally. Ideally the Timbersaw actually. Enchantress can be dealt with. Yuna gonna look for the stun. Oh, Shackle Shot does catch out. There's gonna be the Terrorize onto no heroes in fact, but the ultimate from the Warlock will lash down onto 2. They've already got down the kill onto the Nyx Assassin. People are trying to escape. Mau Mau with BKB pop running down onto CSJ. The BKB will expire very soon though. Now Mau Mau's gonna be in trouble. The Impetus shots will catch out onto the Mirana. They bring her down as well. So 2 supports in favor of a core. But now Xuan might get chased back. They don't have any dust or gems right now. Moonlight Shadow is gonna expire quite soon. They've got sentries everywhere to spot out these retreats. But Mau Mau's down. And that's also BKB down for the DK. BKB was used by the Mirana, so she's now down to 6 seconds. In that fight, honestly, they would have been demolished in that fight without the chaotic offering from Protoss. They can't seem to fight around anything else except this hero. And that window is closing ever more. They do know that Bobo's on the high ground. He's building into a butterfly now as well. Mirana nowhere near actually having a MKB. Oh, they're going to find a mid. They're going to try to get this kill. Will they be able to succeed in doing so? The Impale onto MS will be there, allowing for the Doppelganger to come out. And now perhaps they're going to get this around onto MS. MS is in trouble. Bramble Maze on the backside of the fight. The Bedlam going to be flying through with the Shadow Realm coming in from the Dark Willow, looking towards bringing down this Warlock. Warlock will die. MS forced to use BKB and Shadow Blade just to survive. But now the Spirit or the Dust will show him off. And they're going to find him right now. Primal Roll will be out onto Bobo just to try and keep him alive. Curse Crown will be onto MS, which gives space for Chain to get off the entire Timber Chain with the Whirling Death as well. They bring down the Dragon Knight. They're not going to try their luck on the high ground with Mirana being alive. Perhaps they will. They've got a double Siege Dragon wave here. Xuan doing what he can by power shotting through the wave. But I think cooler heads are going to preside here. Not sure they're going to try for this. They're not really positioned for this at the moment. They should buy a gem soon. And for the first time this game, the gold lead looks like it's in danger of climbing towards the side of Team Ever. Butterfly is not too far away for Bobo. CSJ gonna have Ags as well soon. Ags is such a good item on this hero. And whose Yules is that? Notchum has Yules now. So this will allow Dark Willow to stay alive longer in the fights. And she's having a major impact. And I have to say, I'm being very impressed by Yuna. He's been very smart about who he's impaling. Except for that like one mistake that he made. You know, trying to kill Xiaofu. But in the grand scheme of things, he's been definitely on point. Like we saw in that previous fight, he didn't just impale immediately to save Bobo. He waited long enough for them to actually start committing onto Bobo, knowing he can create the space for them to turn around and get a few kills. What a player. Now they're going to be building into the Aeon Disc as well, in much less danger of being randomly stunned and killed. In fact, he can now put his own body on the line using the Spike Carapace to like run in front of arrows, run in front of wild axes, run in front of power shots, etc. And now he's going to Vendetta up. They're going to try find a kill. Morana is going to be the target perhaps. Oh, here we go. The gem is available on Xiaofu. So they saw him. They saw the mix. They saw Yuna. So they did get the gem. Yay. I think you're okay with that. Again, Yuna is a +4 hero this game. So the fact that they committed a Moonlight Shadow, a Primal Roar for that, and there was still space being created elsewhere on the map, you're 100% okay with that. The one thing that Keen Gaming are okay with though, is that now that MS has picked up, since he picked up this Hyperstone, Hero has been farming, and the Silver Edge actually, been farming a lot, let's just say. So it's going to keep trying to accelerate in terms of overall net worth. And now they're going to build the Maelstroms and the Mjolnirs. I feel like they needed these a while ago, but better late than never. We already see the Maelstrom out on Mau Mau. Actually has the full Mjolnir in one creep. But now Roche is up. And they scout out that this is happening because there is a Hawk there. But I don't know if they actually want to take this one. Actually, they could. Protoss has ultimate and he's sort of set up in position. But DK is not. MS is not here. So yeah, there's no way you take this fight without MS. I think they don't feel pretty comfortable with this fight right now. And Aegis will go the way of Bobo. Is he going to grab the cheese as well? That's a bit greedy. I think you give the cheese towards CSJ. CSJ or Timbersaw. Well, CSJ preferably. Yeah, he's going to take the cheese. So now the gold lead is indeed finally in favor of the side of Keen Gaming, of Team Ever, excuse me. Keen Gaming have lost that lead. It's still slight though, very, very slight. I think CSJ has been falling behind on farm especially. Hasn't been able to transition as much forward. But he's been ceding a lot of space towards the PL. But he has still overtaken the Beastmaster. Keen Gaming though are aware that something might be up and they all back away to safety. No one has to get caught out. MS might be the one that gets caught though. Yuna. Gonna try find him. Doesn't have Blink Dagger, but does have the gem though. Did end up walking around the sentries. Man, they have gone way to the other side of the map. From the side of Keen Gaming. They are scared shitless right now. Well, Bobo's like, whatever. We saw this predilection of his in game number 1. If people are off map, he does the Eternal Envy thing and says, oh, okay, sweet, I'll just push down a tower. It's all good. So more gold in the pockets of Team Ever. This will also allow him to complete his Manta style should he desire so. He's in a TP top right now. And he's got this Aegis, so he knows that it's not necessarily safe for them to engage directly onto him. And they're definitely not going to take that chance. And Yuna just de-warding across the map. Moonlight Shadow committed now as well. This one to ensure a clean escape with their heroes. Why Chin? Why Chin? Kinda like the sound of it. Why Chin? Mid lane, they found the Yules. With the Impale kill, they might be able to bring down Xuan. Xuan trying to run himself away. Will succeed in getting a pretty good distance off. And the Shackle Shot will also prevent White Chain from chasing him down further. And so that is going to be an escape for the Wind Ranger. It was close. But she also built Maelstrom as well. So everyone has Maelstrom. Everyone's building anti-PL. And PL's like, oh, okay, I'm here now, buddy. I'm on your high ground. What you gonna do? Protoss needs to stay alive by any means necessary. If they can pick off that Warlock at the beginning of the fight, their future is much easier. Looks like they're gonna just take the tier 3 tower, regardless of what happens. Yeah, Protoss isn't here. You can take Rax, actually. Mama is going to be at least sieging the tier 2 tower. Arrow flies out, going to catch on onto Bobo. We're going to get attacked out right now. The Dark Willow will throw out the Bramble Maze. The Primal Roar with the Lotus Orb has fallen out. The Terrorize will be there, sending back a couple of heroes. They will pop the Aegis. But BKB is also down on Mama. I think they could have actually gone better for Team Ever. I'm not sure that they initiated that to the best of their ability. MS is going to look for that Silver Edge. Hit directly onto our Timber Saw. There's going to be a Chaotic Offering falling onto 4 heroes with the Warlock Ultimate, and as well as the slow coming in as well. But not enough damage is being dealt out as of yet. The emphasis shots going onto Mama. The Timber Chain away. The Chain will be able to survive this, so will Bobo. And with the BKB, even though they had a massive upheaval going on onto 4 heroes in the midst of the fight, after an even bigger Chaotic Offering, they just don't have the damage. But somebody has to go back to base. Bottom is being demolished right now. Yuna is going to be... He's going to volunteer his services. How did he... Okay. Missed the stun onto the Siege Wagon. I guess he's just prioritizing being able to help his creep wave clear out these creeps as fast as possible. Then they can take the tower in one hit. They didn't get exactly what they came for, but they got something out of that. The tier 3 tower. I feel like if PL had just simply dodged the arrow, because we saw Timbersaw standing over here, right? So he actually saw the Morana as she ported in. So Bobo could have actually dodged the stun with the doppel, not even with the doppelganger, just walk out of it. And then they should have been able to take the Rex. Yuna is gonna look for a kill at bottom. He wants to maybe get the gem away from Xiaofu. Xiaofu running away. Xuan is gonna be definitely in trouble. Windrun will only protect you for so long, buddy. Bobo right on top of him, and the Shadow Realm hits will be there. Bobo mega kill streak, and the gem will be still picked up by CSJ. You know, back in the day you could deny the gem on the ground. That would have been so great if they could get that off there. But sadly, it is a new season. Top lane though, gonna have White Champ getting brought down. Silver Edge will hit him out right now. He's gonna get Starfall through. And do they have the stuns? There was Lotus Orb is out onto him. He's still staying alive for the time being. Here comes Bobo. Bobo wants to turn the tide on this fight. He's still trying to kill White Chain with this Crimson Guard. He's staying alive, and MS is just taking way too much damage in the Timber Chain. Not even needed. With the one death indeed is the one that gets the kill. And now we have the gem on CSJ so they can see Protoss even through the Moonlight Shadow. And they get the kill onto him. Team Ever. Everybody's just too damn big now. Keen Gaming Luminous are trying to get kills, but the tankiness, good god. White Chen as well with this Bloodstone, the Lotus Orb, the Hood of Defiance, the Crimson Guard. Such a huge hassle to try to bring this hero down. And they're gonna go finish the job on the Rex. Mao leaps away. The Yule's up onto Xiaofu. Xiaofu's gonna get oh, the Impale actually missed. Doesn't matter, PL's here though. So this kill is gonna happen regardless. Curse Crown does fly out, just to keep him in position a little bit longer. Oh, they actually need to go back, guys. Rex is where you need to be right now. Yuna, will they be able to find this kill? Nope. Xiaofu still alive inside the base. They're chasing inside the fountain. Yuna gets brought down over here. But this is well beyond where they need to be at the moment. But Curse Crown or the Shadow Realm hits onto Xuan. They still allow them to get the Rex though. Now bottom Rex going to be threatened up. 70 seconds without Beastmaster. He does have buyback, but he wants the DK to buyback first. Xuan's going to die too. I think this game is over actually. Or at least they've got 2 lanes. They can't get Mega because there's still a tier 2 tower in the top lane. But they are definitely going to go down 2 lanes. Team Ever. Just going to jump directly in to get the tier 4s. They're going to force these buybacks. They're like, yo, you have to come fight us eventually. When Ranger buys back, MS is going to look to try to get off the Silver Edge onto anybody. 3-man Chaotic Offering with the Shackle Shot flying through. The arrow is going to connect onto Bobo. Bobo is falling very low. Does not have the Aegis. White Chen is able to survive. Bobo is not. The Terrorize will it at least land. It lands onto 3 heroes. Will keep CSJ alive. CSJ pops the cheese. Mama was falling quite low. Xuan throws out the Spirit Vessel onto Enchantress. And this will allow them to get away for the time being. MS chasing forward. Really wants to find the Silver Edge hit onto somebody else. Shuan now in trouble. The Timber chain through as well as the Whirling Death. Shackle Shot doesn't connect, but it's still enough to allow the closing distance for the Silver Edge. MS almost got the kill onto Wai Chen, but Wai Chen will be saved by Yuna throwing out the Yule Scepter. Impale onto Xiaofu as well. Xiaofu being kept, very low on health right now. Wai Chen is trying to get back into this fight. Mao Mao has ported to where the shrine is. Long range Timber chain forward. Bobo with the buyback will find the kill onto Xiaofu. Mao Mao just bought back as well. Buybacks. A moment ago, only 2 heroes did not have buyback. Now only 1 has it remaining. And they've already taken 2 lanes of racks. They're going to try and end the game right now. They know there's no BKBs. They know there's no ultimate from DK. No ultimates on anybody. No buybacks, no left for anyone else. And now they're going to get the sheepstick out onto the DK. MS is going to die. Loses life. Team Ever will claim game number 2 with GG being called at the moment by Keen Gaming Luminous. Man, oh man. They just could not convert their laning phase win into anything concrete. They played way too safe for the majority of this game. Hell, I think and they also focused way too much on the Timber Soul. The fact that they bought that Diffusal Blade at all at that timing for me is a really strange thing. Because realistically, right, at that time, when did he buy the item? Let's see. Mao Mao buys Diffusal Blade at 15 minutes. At this point, Timber Soul was not a problem. Timber Soul was dying a lot at this stage of the game. So you're not really concerned about him. You are trying to deal with PL for later. Only gets the Maelstrom 13 minutes later. At that point, PL has a heart. Absolutely impossible for you to actually stop that guy. So, well, game 2, yeah. Team Ever, guys. They came through in the clutch. Yuna, guys, this Nyx Assassin performance was impeccable. Wow, he played so well this game. Was everywhere his team needed him to be. Always scouting out enough vision so Bobo could have pretty much unrelenting farm for the entirety of the game. And they even ended the game actually with a pretty substantial net worth lead. So yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 taken by the side of Team Ever. So now we have one final game remaining to decide who's going to walk away with the victory here in this best of 3. Who's going to end up in the grand finals is the big question. It is 1-1 at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Keen Gaming Luminous versus Team Ever here in the VARENA League. And while you're here, you know, for those of you who haven't been on my channel before, please like, follow, subscribe. On YouTube, hit that button for the bell so that you know when future casts are going to be happening. On Twitch, just do the usual following. Follow me on Twitter. As you can see, that handle right underneath at the bottom of your page right now. And most importantly, if you have it in you, you know, buy a subscription, donate, pledge, do all that good stuff. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, just take a break, a couple of minutes away from game number 3, the decider between Keen Gaming Luminous and Team Ever. I'm Snare. Follow, like, subscribe, and don't go anywhere.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3, the decider, here in the semi-finals of the VARENA League Challenge in the Chinese region. We have Team Ever going up against Keen Gaming Luminous. At the moment, the score is 1-1 between the two sides. Keen Gaming took a very unorthodox draft to victory in game number 1, but in game 2, they were kind of out-strategized, really. They played a bit too safe, too cautiously, you play too slow, and then suddenly the beast awakens, and Team Ever have dragged us out to a game 3, and we are going to have our decider before us right now. I'm Sneh. If you haven't heard of me before, hello, what's up? It's your first time on the channel. Before the game even starts, you know, you gotta do the right thing. Follow me on Twitter. Follow the channel that you're watching on, whether that be Twitch or YouTube. If you're on YouTube, in addition to subscribing, like the video as well as hit that bell button, so that you get notifications immediately when games go live. If you're on Twitch, just do the normal thing of liking, subscribing. Hopefully you buy some bits. Hopefully you buy a subscription, but not absolutely necessary. What is necessary is the follows, though, to make all of this worthwhile. At least give me a dopamine rush from seeing that follow button get clicked. So anyway, now here we are, game number 3, the decider. As we said, we're already quite deep into the draft. Keen Gaming have gone for the Wind Ranger that I think they've got that. This hero has been involved in all 3 games at the moment. LC now going to get picked up by Keen Gaming instead of on the side of Team Ever. Team Ever, they get Nyx Assassin, Dark Willow, as well as the Necro. So 2 heroes that they got from game 2, and now they take away the Necrophos from game 1. So nice swap over, Necro versus LC. Perhaps they view this, both teams might see this Necrophos as somewhat of a Legion Commander counter. Because if you drop the Necro, if the Necro is nearby the duel, you just provide constant heals, and you can just ultimate the Legion Commander. Make sure that you win the duels instead. I do really like this Disruptor pick, though. Synergizes quite well with the Legion Commander. You don't always have to have the Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade to be able to duel somebody. Disruptor just has to be in the right position, drag somebody back. Hell, you can even drag back the Necrophos into a Static Storm, prevent him from being able to use the Ghost Shroud to escape. So this can work out pretty well. I really like this Disruptor. Let's see, what did they ban? Banned Bloodseeker, Brood. They banned the Warlock that they used themselves on Keen Gaming. Second phase, they show some respect. They put some respect on Bobo's name, guys. They banned both heroes he's played this series. Both the PL and the Monkey King. That's some respect right there. When they just ban your hero second phase, you're like, alright guys, I get it. I'm pretty good. Team Ever erstwhile, they remove Visage and Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is really good against Necrophos. Didn't really see it transpire that much in the first game. But in principle, Demonic Purge onto the Ghost Shroud, pretty good at slowing this hero down. And the Shadow Poison stacks disallow you from being able to heal as freely as you'd like to in the middle of the team fights.
Dire team pick.
Mirana.
And also just banning Visage whenever there's a Legion Commander in the game is a good idea. Otherwise, LC guaranteed wins every single duel. Now though, with Mirana being in the fold, dueling is even more dangerous because if you duel, you're probably going to get yourself arrowed. You're going to get yourself arrowed, you're going to get yourself bedlammed, you're going to get yourself shadow round. They go for the Void right now. I don't know how I feel about the Faceless Void though. Because at the moment, they don't really have that much damage to put inside the bubble. I mean, they have Power Shot from Wind Ranger, and she can deal right clicks as well. And LC can throw in the overwhelming odds to make the difference in some respects. But there's no like natural synergy like with, say, Lina, Queen of Pain, these kind of heroes. Or Zeus, which is banned out by Team Ever. Zeus would have been so oppressive. I think they go Lina or Quap, one of these heroes for the mid lane. They absolutely cannot afford to just have Void being the only one that's hitting something inside the bubble. And you also want another hero to provide magical burst, because they don't have any of that besides the Power Shot right now.
5 seconds remaining.
Team Ever have, well, now it really depends on how Mirana builds this game, but I think have a pretty balanced draft. If she builds Maelstrom and not Diffusal, I think they'll be in a pretty good space. Once again, Key Gaming lost ban the Huskar. Must be something that they know about Team Ever from Scrubs. From Scribs, not from Scrubs.
So Team Ever will be running Mirana mid, most likely. Necrophos safe lane.
10 seconds.
Still
remaining.
want something else to put into the other side lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's decent here. They could actually go for the Centaur themselves.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, Leshrac comes out from Keen Gaming. Leshrac is pretty good against Necrophos. Necro dare not go into Ghost Shroud nearby the Leshrac. Some decent wave clear. Can lane pretty well up against the Mirana. Ooh, Lycan. CSJ Lycan. So is this mid Lycan or off lane Lycan? I've been loving how Team Ever has been setting up their lanes. Each game has been something different, which is always fun to see. Both teams have just been picking various things this game. The only constants have been Wind Ranger and now 2 games of Nyx Assassin and Dark Willow. Also, Dark Willow is phenomenal versus Faceless Void. If you're Void and you manage not to catch the Dark Willow inside the Chronosphere, pretty much washed at that point. You're gonna get terrorized back and there's nothing you can do about it. So what do you guys think? This game I don't know actually. I wanna see what their lanes look like first before I make a call. I do think though that this Lycan has potential to get a little bit out of control.
Prepare for battle.
Because they have what? Leshrac is not really reliable control up against the Lycan. Wind Ranger as well with the Shackle Shot is also not ultra reliable as a way to shut down Lycan. You've got Faceless Void I suppose, and you've got the Glimpse. But eventually Lycan's gonna buy BKB. It really does depend on how fast they're able to play on the side of King Gaming Luminous. I don't think they will be allowed to just... They shouldn't do what they did in Game 2, which is give way too much space and respect towards the side of Team Ever. But I suppose Nyx Assassin also did the most in that game to make that situation happen. Really nice ward placed out by Protoss, aka Ace. Definitely is not going to get dewarded anytime soon. It will provide them a lot of vision in this laning phase. He's going to be laning with Xiaofu, who's playing the LC this game. Not the easiest. We saw this happen in Game 1. The LC versus Necrophos matchup. Let's see if there's going to be any differences. Game 1, that matchup went quite in favor of the Necro. But that game, Necrophos also had a Crystal Maiden to back him up. So we'll see if there's any changes there. Mid lane, Mau is playing the 3rd unique hero of the series. He's playing Leshrac now in the mid lane. Towards top, we do see MS is trying to steal a bounty rune. The arrow will not connect from Chen onto MS. That's kind of disappointing.
Every coin helps.
Had that arrow connected, actually, had he just aimed for the bounty itself, they would have gotten the first blood onto MS. Oh well. MS is happy with that on his Void. Gets to walk away without too much difficulty. And Sean on the Wind Ranger is going to be playing that for the 2nd game in a row. Let's see the kind of effect that he can have on this particular game. They're going to be laning up him as well as MS versus CSJ on the Lycan. Nostrum, who is playing on the Dark Willow. In the mid lane, Chen. But everyone, so it seems on Team Ever is playing their original roles. Because Chen is playing mid on this Mirana towards bottom. Bobo is going to be farming on this Necrophos, and last but certainly not least, Yuna on the Nyx Assassin. Boy! Yuna Nyx, guys. This is the future right here. I mean, Bobo's not happy at the moment because he's being harassed back to the tier 1 tower. But should still be okay. Already has that pointed to Death Pulse as well as so gets that passive regen. Should be a-okay. Team Ever thus far, not really having the worst time in the world. Top, CSJ is not really going to be able to stop MS from farming. First of all, he has to kind of watch out from just constant harass coming in from Shuan. Shuan right now is beefing a bit with Notram, who curse crowns him just to force him to use Wind Rod for the moment. And is holding him back from being able to walk up the hill without taking way too much damage. So this laning phase is going well at the moment for the side of Team Ever. Mid as well, Mau doing a decent job versus this Leshrac. Of course, this is before Leshrac has more points into Split Earth as well as Lightning Storm. Man, Lightning Storm is such an annoying spell. God, it sucks. So mid should be a relative wash. This bottom side, Shao Fu should lose this matchup. I don't think it'll be as dominant as we saw in the prior game. Protoss does not have glimpse, so Bobo knows he's only level 1. Can get a little bit closer to the lane than he might otherwise do. Now that Yuna's back, yay! Feels much safer going out and attracting some attention. Towards top, Sean's doing his level best to ensure that CSJ gets no farm and MS gets all of it. Gonna force Notram to come and intervene. To be like, okay guys, fine. You guys want me to be in this lane? I'll be in this lane. It's just everybody's fighting and contesting over that last piece of CS. Bobo, what's he got now of the courier? Got a full wand. So this helps him a lot versus the Thunderstrike. But Thunderstrike's not that big a deal because you don't have to worry about the damage because of the mana burn. He saw, that was a nice move. He saw Shao Fu pop his mango. And he has a mango as well. Well, he didn't have mango, but he had 6 1 charges. Thought perhaps that Shao Fu was going to attempt to go for the overwhelming odds. Wouldn't have been enough damage anyway. But Bobo, taking no chances, pops the wand, keeps safe. Mid lane. Oh, beautiful dodge of the split earth there from White Chain with the leap. We're also allowed to get back to the safety of the tier 1 tower. He was put in a very compromising position there by Mama. And still doesn't have his bottle actually. He's going to be forced to use an arrow onto these hard camp creeps. Okay, he's going to find the Dark Troll Summoner. It's going to be nearly enough damage. Nearly enough gold to get the bottle. Top. In the meantime, I was being so diligent about not missing the first blood and going on some weird tangent. But it is what it is. MS with that first blood onto CSJ. And I feel pretty good about himself. They're starting to take over in terms of CS on the side of King Gaming. The Void, the Leshrac as well as the LC are accelerating further and further. MS eats a Shadow Realm hit, forced to time walk himself away. Xuan gonna run back to from the Curse Crown. And Dark Willow can be so annoying in this lane. In any kind of lane. In any game actually. Playing against Dark Willow is not the best thing in the world. MS is gonna take some harass from the Wolves. But there is gonna be a Shackle Shot, but Xuan has already used the Power Shot so they can't follow up with the damage here. CSG doesn't really care too much, just concerned about getting creeps. Hitting creepies. Bobo though is doing quite well. I wonder if he's gonna follow the trend that was set earlier by Mama with going Shadow Blade, Dagon. Or if he's gonna... This one of the reasons I love this hero so much, Necro, is because of the variability of his item build. Feels like the item you buy this hero with hold that thought arrow top lane after the usage of the Bramble Maze allows him to get a kill onto Xuan. White Chain, brilliant rotation coming to the top side of the map. Suffers a bit in CS, but it's fine. It's fine. He's actually doing really okay. So right, actually really liking what Team Ever is doing right now. Because I think like after the laning phase breaks down, the impetus is on the side of Keen Gaming Luminous to make use of their ultimates in a really good fashion. Top lane, they're going to finally kill out to CSJ again. Xuan making himself known with the Shackle Shot. That's the kind of things that they need to keep doing. You don't want to fall into a situation where they start to feel more and more comfortable on the side of Team Ever to just bunch up as a unit and start running you down. You want to get these kills early while they're easy to do. They might lose the Disruptor now. There's no level 6 available on the Necrophos to throw out the Reaper Scythe. Instead, actually, he's going to end up getting brought down. The rotation from Mau Mau. Now the Glimpse as well. Yuna's going to die too, right next to Mau Mau, who makes use of the ultimate with that Pulse Nova to get those kills. And no Necro. If Necro has 6 there, that goes very, very differently. Notram at the very least able to kill Disruptor. Was hiding on the other side of the map. But man, if Bobo had 6 there, woo! That would have been some hot fire. Nonetheless, they almost killed the Disruptor. They end up losing 2. And they are very happy with that on the side of Keen Gaming, even though the Disruptor did eventually go down. His sacrifice allowed them victory. But man, right now, Necro is being a deny machine. Even though LC is indeed behind. Oh, wait, Yuna is going to be able to get off the Impale. Still going to get dueled though. There's no way Bobo can help him out. Shaofu is going to claim the first victory. Mama with yet another rotation to the bottom side of the map is involved and claims the kill. Getting closer and closer towards his first major item of the game. I mean, he's actually has quite a bit of net worth for now. MS obviously has more with 2 kills to his name. He might try to go for another one though. Does he have Chrono? He does have Chrono. He's going to try and go for this kill right now. But he knows that he has to catch both of them. So he's not going to bother. CSJ is just going to salve up, stay alive, come back and try and keep farming here. Now Void though with max time lock is pretty strong. And you've got a Mask of Madness as well. So they can actually Chrono somebody and kill them. The moment that they spot Notrum being elsewhere on the map and not at top trying to protect CSJ, they're probably going to commit the Chrono kill onto him.
All in service to imbalance.
Protoss is here, looking to get a glimpse onto somebody. Mau does at least get the lightning off, but won't be able to do much more than that. Now the Starfall will come out. The leap forward with the arrow as well. White Chan is going to punish Mau's aggression in the mid lane. Just right clicks him down all the way through in the middle. Yuna doesn't even need to contribute with the mana burn. Big plays from White Chen there. Bringing him from 0 to nothing, 100 to 0 by himself. And now it's going to be Power Treads arriving off the courier. And we'll see what she is going to start building next on this kitty. They're going to find Bobo. We're going to get Chrono that died. Yeah, he's dead. He gets glimpsed back. Oh! 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 Are you kidding me? Oh well, it doesn't matter. They get the duel off. Did they have any detection here? Had they used that Moonlight Shadow a second before it actually came out, guaranteed Bobo ends up living because they wouldn't have been able to see him for the duel. And that's the only reason he died. Oh my god, that would have been such a huge mess up. Yuna is bottom. The rest of his team is not. And he does not have Vendetta. We do have a respawn coming in moments. So they're going to port in. They're going to try and take this fight. Yuna is going to try and find this Impale. He's going to find Shaofu at the very least. And the arrow will connect onto him as well. The Curse Crown as well as a Bramble Maze. Here is Bobo looking for the ultimate. Not going to find it onto anybody just yet. Oh, they found it onto the LC it seems. MS now going to be in trouble. Gets off the Ghost Shroud. Heals up. Mau might be in some trouble too. Getting chased back by this Death Pulse. But they have seen enough. They got the LC kill. That's good enough for now. Preventing the Blink Dagger from coming out any sooner. And while all that was happening, Lycan's doing Lycan things. This is why this hero gets banned out. Ends up pushing down that tier 1 tower in the top lane. Things are looking good, I think, for Team Ever. I think for me, the thing that needs to change right now from the side of Keen Gaming is, okay, they're going to try to get for kill this mid kill. Will they succeed? Is Yuna going to die? Disruptor's coming now. Okay, Yuna's dead. Woo! That's a lot of damage. And there's no level 6 to get you out of trouble, my friend.
Your fall returns from whence it came.
Radiant's middle tower
So Mama, is he going to try to transition this into damage on the tier 1? Hasn't put any points as of yet into the Diabolic Edict. So won't really be able to have an effect on this. Besides, White Chen is here. So there's absolutely no way he's going to try and take a fight. Oh, White Chen looking for the arrow with the Starfall double. It's going to kill him. Very nicely done. White Chen with this newly purchased Javelin. Doing all the work in the world. He's just going to try TP out now underneath the tier 1 tower. Did he succeed in doing so? Yes, he does. What a player! What a player! What a player!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, what a player! All right, hold on. Yuna dead. Top Impale onto him. Bedlam damage. Crystal or the Curse Crown catching him out, slowing him down, and the Lycan Wolves closing the gap. And the Sensor Storm not even required because Notram
Enough to know the difference between
from the
order
Shadow
and
Realm
tyranny.
into the Terrorize and the Bedlam combo. Gets that kill right off the bat.
Stay healthy, stay moving.
And guess who set that up? Yuna. This guy,
Radiant's
man,
bottom
once again.
tower is under attack.
Everywhere
Dire's
doing
middle
everything.
tower is
When they're
under
gonna take
attack.
this tier 1 tower, or they're gonna try for it at
Dire's
least.
structures are fortified.
So that White Chain can get himself a Maelstrom. This is definitely the item build. Always, always, always build these items. Just like this. Do they find
Radiant's
Mau
bottom
Mau at
tower
mid?
is under attack.
Yuna is going to be
are
the one
scanning.
to lead things off. He's going to impale onto Xuan.
Dire's
Oh, first he kills the courier, then he gets the impale into the arrow. Oh my god.
has fallen.
What a player Yuna is. Shafu is going to try and look for the duel. Protoss is there. They do get the Moonlight Shadow off. They're going to find the duel at least onto the next assassin, but the stun coming in from the Spike Carapace prevents them from getting an easy kill. They're going to get the Chrono out onto the Necro. Necro does end up going down. And they don't get any further kills from this. White Chain going to try and run himself away right now. CSJ is here inside the Lycan Wolf form, forcing them to all run themselves away from the Shao Fu. Wants to kill onto Notram at the very least, but won't be able to keep up with it. The Spike Carapace interrupted the stun from Leshrak as well as the first right click from the Legion Commander. Not enough to secure the fight though. And it does end up going the way of Keen Gaming. And that Chrono finally connects and Bobo ends up going down. And he's gonna go with the Veil Blink Dagger route. It's okay, this game. Because there's gonna be a Maelstrom on White Chain for more bonus magical damage. The Starfall as well from him. Dark Willow just being Dark Willow. So yeah, I can see this working out still. It does mean that he's a lot squishier than with some of the other builds. It's gonna be Veil Blink into what? Does he go Rads after this? Oops, I forgot to change from net worth. My bad. My bad.
Haste.
With this Maelstrom online. Oh, they're gonna find Nostrum. Nostrum is going to die definitely. Unless they maybe want to try and get a kill onto Mau Mau. Nope, Yuna should just leave this alone. You know, throw out the Terrorize. He's alive for a little bit. The arrow will at least connect onto our Faceless Void. Oh no, don't even. Nostrum's still alive. White Chain actually got a kill onto... Oh, he almost TP'd out. They at least did find the Disruptor. So 1-1 Jade. It does somewhat favor the side of King Gaming Luminous because Shao Fu could be able to put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower top as a result of what just happened. And he almost has his Blink Dagger.
Radiant's top tower is under
Cannot afford to die right now, just before the Blink comes online. CSJ almost has the Necro Book. Now they're gonna go into Mau Mau here down at bottom. They got him. He's dead. This might not be a extra long kill, but it's a kill nonetheless. Ooh, Dark Troll Summoner with the Ensnare directly onto Xuan, preventing the Windrun from getting him out of trouble here. He's gonna get surrounded right now by these creeps, and the Lycan brings him down. Earthbound on the other side. White Chain finds MS as well, and they get the kill onto him. It feels like I'm getting a little bit of lag. Okay, there we go.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're gonna take a tier 1 off of that now. Thanks to the fact that they've got a Lycan. 5k gold lead in their favor. 16 minutes into this game, and Team Ever have just turned up the heat,
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
making it seem like they were testing Keen Gaming this whole time. Now they've got a Blink Dagger on Bobo. He can get much more involved in these fights. I don't know if he wants to actually go Ags. I'd like to see him go Radiance. It will also really annoy the Faceless Void as well as the Legion Commander. Both of them absolutely cannot afford to miss any hits in the duration of their ultimates. Yuna's gonna find Mau Mau. Mau Mau's dead, actually. Yeah, Mau Mau's so dead. Oh, okay, no, now he's not dead. Now they're gonna, if they go for him, they're gonna end up dying themselves. Nice Shadow Realm usage coming out from our Dank Willow. Still gonna die thanks to the damage of the Pulse Rover. And that's the team was coming. So I said if they go for it now, then oh well, things happen. They're gonna try and take this Tion Tower in the mid lane. There's still a glyph available for the side of Team Ever. And CSJ is top with his Lycan creeps, gonna push out these waves.
Radiant's middle tower.
So they're gonna get a tier 1, but they're gonna have to go back very soon and defend against this deep push. Now mid lane, Dank Widow TPing in. The Terrorize flies out after the Bramble Maze. Bobo was looking for the ultimate to catch out. There's gonna be the Curse Crown hitting onto the Faceless Void. He can't really put damage inside the bubble right now, but Chen is still gonna get bursted down. No, able to fly away with the leap, and the Reaper Scythe will connect onto the Faceless Void. He'll step out into the air. They have found with the Stomp onto Mama. Press the attack will not allow him to escape. Moonlight Shadow now enabled by the Mirana. They catch up to Xuan. 3 heroes have suddenly been eviscerated. What a Curse Crown, preventing them from actually getting that kill onto Mirana. Everything else just goes swimmingly for the side of Team Ever. And they're gonna take another tier 2 tower now. And because they got the Reaper side kill onto the Faceless Void, he's in the grave for 45 seconds. They're gonna go high ground over this. This is a Lycan draft. Wind Ranger's up. Disruptor's up. LC is up. Is that enough? Oh no, the Spike Carapace stunned up Xiaofu, but they couldn't get any follow-up stuns out fast enough. And now the glimpse back, they were looking towards Bobo. Not maybe the hero that you want to be deeper inside your base. Leshrac, the Rainbow Pony, is going to come back online. They're going to just try and take this. Look how many units are attacking these racks. The Lightning Storm from Mau Mau, not enough to push them back by any stretch. And 18 minutes in, with this Lycan, they have claimed the first lane of racks. CSJ will get glimpse back as well, and he gets dueled immediately. Arrow does connect onto the LC, but they have more than enough damage to secure this win. Xuan with the Ross right click, aided by the Diabolic Edict and Pulse Nova damage of Mau Mau. Get another dual kill for Xiaofu, but at the cost of a lane of racks. Yeah, my PC started lagging there for some reason. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So after that grand engagement, we have a 10,000 gold lead.
Radiant's middle tower.
And they deny the mid tower. Just for control, just for spice. We do see a smoke having come out now from Keen Gaming Luminous. Their lineup was not necessarily crafted. Oh, Yuna pops the smokes, gets dueled though. Immediately, will the Terrorize save him? It just might. There's going to be a Bramble Maze out. Will he be able to escape this? He goes into the Vendetta form. There's going to be the arrow. It connects directly onto Xiaofu. Chronosphere though does come out now from MS. They at least get 1 kill from the Shadow Blade, as well as the damage onto Chen. Chen is not dead just yet. Xiaofu does die after using the press the attack. Now MS gets slowed down. He blinks, but he's inside the trees. But there's no arrow to cancel this out. You will be able to escape this. Xuan now running himself away. It's a 1-1 exchange, but it costs several ultimates from the side of Keen Gaming to even get that 1 kill. They won't lose the next assassin thereafter. So 1-1, LC goes down. MS does survive by the skin of his teeth, has BKB as well. But even in that fight, we saw it takes so much just to get a kill onto anybody, and the turnaround potential is so damn high. And that Terrorize really saved the fight. After you duel someone, if you get terrorized, that's it. You can't really continue that fight anymore.
An easy shot.
Mau has the Invis Rune, sneaking up behind these heroes. But like it as a Necro 3, there is a duel though, oh, a Bedlam rather, going out onto Xuan. Xuan's going to be in some level of trouble, going to end up dying. Bobo with the Hostopper aura gets the kill. And now Arrow goes out onto Xiaofu. Xiaofu goes down. Mau has made himself known. I might not want to be. Oh, that was weird. I swallowed something weird, my bad. So I missed off that fight. Went down the wrong pipe. So they just took a team fight. I think this game just ended, right? Because they're going to go up the hill in 2 lanes. Or at least going to get top lane and then proceed to try and attack on the tier 4 tower. Are there any buybacks online on the dire side? Wind Ranger has one as well as Leshrac. So they might actually just try and muscle through and end the game through the mid lane. But why take risks? Make it safe. They've got a pipe of insight right now on the Necrophos. They're going to take the tier 2 tower in the top lane.
top
secure a second lane of racks. 22 minutes into this game.
top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Does not seem like Keen Gaming Luminous can fight them back whatsoever. Shafu does have Blink Duel. Do they have any reveal though? Yuna is on the wrong side of the CSJ. They've gotten off the Vanish Yuna with the Impale, preventing them from being able to get the duel whatsoever. The Terrorize as well will send them back. They cannot take this fight. The Ensnare now landing directly onto Shuan. Shuan's gonna die at the very beginning of this Chronosphere from MS. Lands onto 2 heroes. Mama trying to get into this to deal damage with the Pulse Nova and the Diabolic Killing. But unfortunately, Curse gone onto him and he gets rules up into the air. He cannot keep going for this. MS falling very low right now. Might have to time walk out of this. There is a duel on the backside of the fight. Directly onto Nicholas Assassin Mix. Yuna is still alive still. Wai Chen jumped in for the fight and the right click damage is too damn high from the Marana. She's gotten herself a triple kill, almost an ultra. Yuna helps to get the 4th. Buyback coming in from Mama. Lightning Storm only catches on to Yuna, not much more. The Shadow Realm from Darkwood will keep her alive for the time being. And Curse Crown forces her back. And they will not be able to get a further kill. Yuna looking forward with the Spike Carapace, but unfortunately only getting the stun off, still dying from the follow-up damage after the Impale. The glimpse back, Notrums keeping alive. The Shadow Realm onto him, but now the dive forward from Wai Chen. Wai Chen might have the damage to make this happen. The double Starfall does have the damage, but unfortunately Mama still gets the triple kill. But it's all they wanted to do. They give up. They give up the ghost. They throw in the towel. GG, well played. And it is gonna be Team Ever. I'm pretty sure if you told most people Team Ever were gonna be the ones to make it through, instead of Keen Gaming Luminous, you know, the team that people know, they're a known quantity, would all be like, nah, that's not gonna happen. Yet here we are. Team Ever are through to the grand finals. Oh man, that was pretty great. Here at VARENA, the DOTA2 challenge, it's Team Ever taking the game, making it look easy at the end. Man, that's just like it. If in the finals, you best believe that For the Dream Club are going to be banning out that Lycan every single game, because that cannot be allowed to happen ever again. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a victory for Team Ever. Look at the building damage from this Lycan. 10,000 building damage this game. More than everybody else combined and trebled. That's amazing. Well done to CSJ. His entire team played really well around each other. Played very fast paced, and the game was over just as soon as you blink. So, ladies and gentlemen, now that is going to be it for now. I am not sure where the finals are. I'll find that out now. I'm pretty sure they're tomorrow, but they also might be like now, in like an hour or so. We'll see. I don't know. If they are, just come back to wherever you found the game out from, whether it be on Twitter or from Gosu Gamers, and we'll see what we can do about casting that game as well. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me on this journey. Keen Gaming have gone down to Team Ever, seemingly an up-and-coming Chinese squad. 2-1 at the end of the day, and we'll be seeing them in the future in the grand finals. So for me, I'm Snare. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. If you're on Twitch right now, just like and subscribe to the channel. Maybe buy a subscription or buy some bits if you really like to. Wouldn't go amiss. If you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel itself, and then hit the bell for some further notifications for when casts go live. So that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Snare. You guys have been great, and I'll see you later for more Dota 2 action.